This young man's name is Han Yslat, a famous PM Cup player ranked at the top of the world. But just because of a comment cursing the game for being damn hard, he was directly pulled straight into the game world. Originally, this game called Pig Cup was known as the game with the highest difficulty in the world, including 100 floors of challenge towers. Here, players can only gacha characters from 1 star up to 7 stars. The rate of gachaing a character above 4 stars is almost zero. After transmigrating here, he discovered that the characters he used to control were actually flesh and blood humans. They were also accidentally brought into this game world. And if they accidentally die in here, that player will truly disappear without a trace in real life. In a place where death always lurks, Han Yslat must accumulate experience through battles to be able to quickly pass through 100 tower floors. Above all, he must be extremely careful about his teammates, because maybe among them there will be someone stabbing him in the back at any time. But Han Yslat did not expect that there would be a person claiming to be a master also controlling this game. To be able to get more new characters, he must try to please the person called Master so that he loads money into the game. Well, no more rambling, let's go into the main content together. Opening the story is a gloomy scene. Everyone in the group takes turns introducing themselves. My name is Mormon, occupation is a mercenary. Do you guys know what the hell this place is? Next is a middle-aged old man. He ponders for a moment and then replies. Anyway, among them, his experience must be more, not less. I am Lai, owner of a carpentry workshop in Adora. As for where this is, I apologize, I don't know either. However, it can be seen that he is not familiar with the terrain and current situation and is just like everyone else, an entry-level newbie. If so, then that guy, a cowardly person, certainly cannot provide any useful news. Great employee of Hansi Antique Shop, I also don't know where we are either. Then one by one the natives also introduce their identities. My name is Jenna, living in the forest, also don't know what just happened. And finally, Han Yslat, occupation is a farmer, and so am I, have no information at all. In short, all of them, no matter what their identity, are completely strangers to the current situation now. They are getting more and more vague. So the point is that all 11 people do not know the reason why they are here. Where is this? Is this a dream? It's currently harvest season. And as with many common openings, people who follow the philosophy of simple atheism scream and complain. One person speaks out his crazy deduction. Could it be that we were thrown here by a magician, maybe to turn us into lab rats? So he got scolded by him. Don't say such meaningless sentences, he continued. The only thing certain right now is that we are all newbies. Maybe we'll find more clues if we continue to communicate like this. While they were confused about what everyone was babbling about, Master is preparing to open the space-time rift, so prepare for battle. As soon as she entered, she announced shocking news that made everyone panic. But that was only part of it, mainly because of her small body like a spirit in ancient legends. The only thing that can prove this is true is the halo shining around her, along with the unmistakable lively playfulness. That person asked suspiciously, and she answered friendly, just like a smart tool answering automatically. Call me Is, a fairy tasked with managing this place. Please follow the rules of the game if you don't want to get hurt. He questioned with disgust. Are you the one who brought us here? Why do you need to know? She asked back. So is famous as a brutal mercenary who doesn't spare his life. He drew the sharp sword he always carried with him to threaten. You can still be calm right after kidnapping people like that? I will force you to spit out everything you know. She sighed, just seeing him as an eager young horse. Please stop if you still want to live. Seeing the difference in body size between the two sides and hearing her well-intentioned reminder, who wouldn't laugh at that arrogance? He exuded an intense, disdainful pressure. A tiny creature like you also has a big mouth, huh? She curled her lips. Why do you have to make everything complicated? I will polish that attitude of yours. He had prepared his stance to attack, but before anything, his face became deformed, grimacing unsightly. Legs went one way, head went another, and died suddenly. Or in a fancy way of saying it, Mormon has returned to the arms of the goddess. His war soul will be honored to eternity. Cause of death? Suicide due to stress. The remaining people were terrified by the tragic state of that hot-tempered man. No one was in the mood to care about the eulogy given by the creature of unknown species. Meanwhile, she continued to warn. Didn't I warn you to stop? If you wanted to live, he just needed to listen to me. And this regrettable thing wouldn't have happened. Any of you who still intend to attack me, prepare your spirits to return to Mother Earth. That's self-defense. Is that clear? After a few seconds of stun, they screamed in horror. Those with weak psychology might have stepped half a foot into the realm of madness. What is this? He died. Is he really dead? What are you doing? Want something? Just say it. As long as they listen, know to take him as an example, she is ready to answer every question.
What I want is, listen carefully to my orders, fight well and win. That's all. Simple, right? Right at this moment, a strange voice rang out again with the notification line, setting up the formation, matching the heroes. Sai, 1 star, join party 1. Lanto, 1 star, join party 1. Marine, 1 star, join party 1. Keluo, 1 star, join party 1. Jackson, 1 star, join party 1. She excitedly looked up at the notification screen as if it were where the Supreme God resides. Finally, Master has started the game, then issued a notice to the players. All get ready, space-time rift opens. A large door appeared from the center of the ancient pattern. A mysterious light radiated and gradually spread, true to its name, a rift. With the scapegoat just now, no one can look down on this little girl in front of them. Her words are the divine will. Lai, Lanto, Marine, Colossus, Jackson, see that door? Go into it if you don't want to end up like Mormon. Suddenly, Wade made her mad. It's you again? What else do you want? He started the negotiation deal. Surely you still want us to climb the tower. The host at least must summon weapons too. With all of us being 1 star empty-handed, you wouldn't want to send into there a suicide squad. Jenna, listening on the side, was extremely puzzled. It's the tower again? What are they talking about? In the meantime, he was continuing. A valuable 2-star hero just died. Can't you at least give us a little self-defense equipment? As soon as he finished speaking, the preliminary information board of Mormon Charlea just appeared. Level 1, EXP 0/10. Occupation, Novice Mercenary. Strength, 14/14. Intelligence, 10/10. Vitality, 12/12. Agility, 12/12. Skills, Elementary Swordsmanship Level 1. So she relented. That makes sense. Then seriously reported to the superior, asking for benefits for her newbies. Master, the heroes currently do not have any equipment. Can you give them some equipment to fight better? Soon the other side responded. Tips: heroes without equipment when participating in battle will be equipped with an old wooden sword by default. If you put it in the armory, the heroes will be equipped with that weapon. Don't forget that you can request weapon registration yourself. So she didn't hesitate to spend money. Master, preparing to perform 10x summon. Summon 10x 500 gold. Water received Iron Sword E. Water received Crude Bow E. Water received Wooden Stick D. While she was busy, those with a little intelligence understood immediately that he couldn't possibly know nothing. So he groped closer to start a conversation. You said your name is Han, right? Do you know anything about this place? He replied meaningfully, not much more than everyone else, because I haven't been here too long. The answer just given increased his suspicion in Jenna. Not long? Could this guy consider this matter temporarily past? He pointed in a direction, kindly reminding, and the only thing I know is slow means dead. It's best to start collecting weapons in that house over there. It's about to start. They continue to wonder. Start? Hey, what do you mean? He replied briefly. The battle confuses them, not knowing which way to turn. Battle? You just said battle? Immediately, they quickly ran to get weapons at his suggestion. I'm completely blind to fighting. Even as a child, I didn't know how to fight. Just get the weapon first and figure it out later. And a small brawl occurred over the dispute. I took it first. This is mine. Finally, everyone equipped themselves with weapons. But just stepping out, the prominent corpse was nowhere to be seen anymore. On the ground, there was only a dried pool of blood. What? The body disappeared? Was it done by magic? She impatiently urged, Shut up. Now you 5 walk through the door. Scraping, he stepped up trying to reach in and immediately pulled back because of the electric current full around. What the hell is this? She got angry. Stop messing around and walk in there for me. Therefore, they could not help but enter. Each tragic scream rang out. During this time she was still stomping in place observing him, the person seemingly having certain knowledge about this place contrary to those inexperienced newbies. Impossible. He's examining a shield right in the middle of this chaos. Should I follow suit? Honestly, this shield is just like any other crude equipment. It's just a crude shield level E+, that's all. She couldn't help asking, you know what's coming next, right? Why do we need weapons? Where are we and what is that little fairy? However, information is not that easy to get, he replied briefly. You really have a lot to ask, but right now just rush into battle and kill all enemies. As for the rest, you have to find the answer yourself. Suddenly, Madeline 1 star has returned to the arms of the goddess. His war soul will be honored to eternity. He couldn't help uttering the affectionate words, damn it. What's wrong? She wondered. Continuously after that, notifications rang out. Keloa 1 star has returned to the arms of the goddess. His war soul will be honored to eternity. Lantha 1 star has returned to the arms of the goddess. His war soul will be honored to eternity. Jackson, 1-star, has returned to the arms of the goddess. His war soul will be honored to eternity. He wearily asked, "Ever on Earth, is this the reason they are only 1-star?" She was more and more puzzled. What's wrong? Did something just happen? So she was ordered by him silence. Not long after that, the notification rang again. Ending the journey of the unlucky ones, live 1-star has returned to the arms of the goddess. His war soul will be honored to eternity. Party 1 has been wiped out. He pondered. Wiped out? That fast? As for Is, she was extremely angry, messing up her hair. Useless animals, just floor 1 and dead them all. Because of that quick failure, the new formation notification quickly appeared. Setting up formation, matching heroes, Han 1-star, Lantu 1-star, Madeline 1-star, Ko 1-star, Jackson 1-star joined Team 1. Is was so angry she panted, only wanting to send them away quickly to stop being an ISO. The rest go to battle. It's our turn. He repeated the announcement. Jenna had a belly full of doubt. Why haven't any of those who went before been seen returning? Suddenly, Miss Fairy, "I have arthritis, so I can't walk much. Please remove me from the team, okay?" Hearing this strange disease made her unable to help but wonder. Arthritis, but just now you were walking normally. He made excuses, and it just relapsed. Is held her head and eyed. Really, these idiots. Glancing at Han Yslat standing there dazed, she hurriedly pulled the old man along. "Just go, we will try to fight and survive together." He panicked and screamed, "I told you I have arthritis." Is angrily shouted, "Too noisy, shut up and get ready." The others regrouped immediately, only they had too many doubts. She wants us to prepare for what? This is not something worth worrying about right now. He was worried sick, recounting, "I never even held a spear, let alone you leading the formation forward." Until they stepped through the door, she excitedly wished, "Good luck everyone," but the old man whose tantrum failed kept making excuses. "I think I have a stomachache, let me go." Arriving, they looked around. Where is this? A temple? The whole group speculated based on the architecture surrounding that the old man was completely stunned. No other way, they were forced to proceed to the temple gate. Something written on here. The closer they got, the clearer the lines of text on it. At this time, the notification rang. Main dungeon, current challenge floor is floor 1. Climbed Thief Savior Tower, main dungeon, current floor 0. Door implies opening, please prepare. The notification just ended. He simultaneously shouted seriously, "Don't get distracted, it started." The light became more and more blinding, the scenery desolate without a tree shadow or human figure, as if they were the only creatures existing here. They looked around all 4 sides and thought so. One person in the team asked suspiciously, "What place is this?" He pulled back this person's focus. "What are you thinking? We are on the battlefield." Notification appeared again, floor 1. Mission type, suppress target. Destroy all enemies along with bloodthirsty goblins coming. A drop of white sweat rolled down the cheek. He warned, "I said it already, fight and live or die, so lift your head up." But they ran for their lives already. So because of teammates, he had to utter "damn it" again. Seeing the scene of the cripple knowing how to run, she shockingly shouted, "Hey old man, I thought you said you had arthritis." And the notification rang. Jenna. 1-star is panicking. All stats reduced by 30%. He shouted back, "Just recovered." Following that is a series of similar notifications. Dane's 1-star is panicking. All stats reduced by 30%. Grid 1-star is panicking. All stats reduced by 30%. Garen 1-star is panicking. All stats reduced by 30%. However, when the live door approached, they were shocked to realize they were driving themselves to a dead end. They crashed into an indefinite void, a wall. She was dazed, the other 3 panicked, begging like, "Why can't we escape?" or "Oh my back. And especially let me out, I need to take a dump." The angry old man banged and shouted hoarsely, "What is this wall? Remove it immediately. It's really shameful." He sincerely commented. Suddenly, Han, "Can we escape if we defeat all the goblins?" Finally, there is a teammate adapting to the actual situation. He didn't answer but only asked, "Do you know how to use a bow?" As introduced at the beginning, isn't this question redundant? My father is a hunter. Okay, then good. He immediately set up tactics. I will rush in to fight head on and you shoot support from afar. Can you do it? When gradually adapted, her wild nature showed clearly. Let's do it. What about them? She worriedly asked. After all, she is human with humanity and moral limits. But he is different. Every man for himself. He talked perfunctorily. Don't mind, they are just useless people. The goblins finally attacked. They are coming. They didn't hesitate anymore, directly rushing up. Although outwardly arranged it well, honestly, I have never swung a sword or used a shield. He thought the goblins were still rushing in. They reached out sharp claws and hissed ear-piercing screams. His eyes were not stained with dust, firmly looking at the unlucky goblins rushing in. And about him, forget the status of a smooth-talking minute. My name is Han Yslat, but my real name is Han Yslat. And it seems I just got stuck in a damn game. Thinking so, but he still loves life very much. Thoughts produce thoughts, actions produce thoughts. She and he coordinated to resist a storm-like attacks onto goblins. On the other side of the door, where they were taken to climb the tower, remained silent. Everything today originated from a game called Pick Me Up. At that time, who would have expected the future would be bound to it with life? Live together, live but die, then the player has returned to the arms of the goddess. Your ward soul will be honored to eternity. So he just carefree regularly logged into the game every day, waiting for a few minutes, login connecting to server. In short, this is a mobile game released by Mobius Corporation Studio. The goal of the game is to break through the 100-story tower, support heroes by creating materials and building bases. In other words, you need to wipe out the tower by using schemes and tactics. From there, smoothly passing flows beating the game. Thanks to diverse character graphics, it attracted a large number of players, and he as usual day and night diligently grinding rank only to now be here nostalgically remembering the past with boundless desire to have a magical time machine for him to redo his life. Just yesterday, I was still living a normal life and just logged into the game when immediately seeing the notification Pick Me Up reached 100 million downloads. Thanks to the support of masters worldwide, Pick Me Up surpassed 100 million downloads. A special event will take place. First event info: receive 100 gems for login for the 27th at year dot, chance to receive 1000 gems. Second, masters when logging in will receive a premium hero summon. When summoning premium hero, guaranteed to receive at least 3-star hero. Third, end of event will open newly appeared dungeon with extremely high difficulty. In the whole event, the last thing interested him most for personal reasons. He silently read it all. Newly appeared dungeon. This cheap game finally has a coin event. Coin? Alright, he honestly evaluated, because in his mind, hero rank includes from 1 to maximum 7 stars. I am an extremely unlucky guy, even though I used thousands of free summons and ever had any hero above 5 stars. Thinking so combined with the huge reward of the event, he decisively chose to participate. Dungeon can drop fate transfer at low rate. The thing needed to create 7-star hero, there is no reason not to participate. Back to the game, the special point making Pick Me Up different from other character nurturing games is that it sets difficult rules. No matter how much love and care you give to a character, once dead they are truly dead and cannot be revived. Meaning whether 1 or 6 stars, when the character is dead, then it's considered over. Because of this important point, most players prepare for themselves a defensive formation to come up with the most suitable strategy. Him too, forced to scout the dungeon first with a disposable formation. Thinking is doing, he habitually suggested a formation. At the same time, screen showed notification, dungeon newly appeared, opened. However, not long after entering, a series of warnings appeared. Warnings invaded the screen, making the whole screen red and overlapping warnings. This is enough to see its urgency level. The content followed was extremely concise. All members of Team 38 feel afraid. This means not one or a few, but every single member feels impending doom. No wonder the red notification reminded 3 times continuously. Then individual notifications. Stats of Diora 6 stars reduced by 30%. Stats of Nicholas 5 stars reduced by 30%. Stats of Gan 6 stars reduced by 30%. Stats of Akela 5 stars reduced by 30%. Stats of Melky 5 stars reduced by 30%. What are they afraid of? He doubted, not understanding anything. While even though this is a scout squad, surely must have members killed in action, but anyway they're all heroes from 5 stars up, no reason to be hit by psychological spell right from the beginning like that. Even more surprising when seeing notification, Diora 6 stars proposed to withdraw appeared, even the strongest hero of the squad spoke up, then 100% they are in critical danger. However, he with the mindset playing to know from there visualize big boss tactics then come up with specific strategy, so still very calm. Well, it's fine, I just need to see the boss's fighting style. Because of his ignoring, a status notification appeared. Diora 6 stars is worried. He continued to observe the match, stand wondering, level 999, what is that, bug? Not waiting for him to grasp the situation, the end notification immediately appeared, you have failed. Therefore, he just assumed this was one of countless errors of the game. Commenting, clearly a system error. Immediately, a series of humane notifications appeared. Size 6 stars has returned to the arms of the goddess. Her fighting spirit will be remembered forever. Nicola 5 stars has returned to the arms of the goddess. His fighting spirit will be remembered forever. Ken 5 stars has returned to the arms of the goddess. His fighting spirit will be remembered forever. Ignoring these boring notifications, he proceeded with the plan to study the big boss's fighting style to launch the final move. Moving hands at the big boss of star on the screen, he pondered, they were wiped out before seeing its fighting style, I didn't harvest anything. Suddenly, the big boss slightly tilted its head looking towards him, as if it were a living entity, and a deep voice surrounded his mind. I see you. He stiffened, directly frightened. What is it? Also another fighting style of it? Game should have ended, right? What? I don't see anything. Darkness covered around. He was like a blind man feeling the way in the dark, stepping in empty void, causing human heart to rise a strange feeling of fear. While fear was rising high, a notification rang out saving his panicking soul. Create new account? He was vague. Account? Next was notification with instructions. Please choose name consisting of 2 to 6 letters, no special characters. With 2 options, yes and no, he was more and more vague. What is this saying? What is this? At this moment, light gradually glimmered like a forgotten space, suitable as a shelter for a time traveler. The notification continued its automatic process. Water. This name is available. Will you use this name? With 2 options is no. What if? Is it trying to write whatever? While he was confused, the notification rang again, making him confused. I didn't type anything. What is it doing? Agreeing by itself. But despite him frantically doubting, the system still peacefully did its work. What ifs? Welcome to the world of pickup. Play tutorial. After completion, you will receive a reward is no. Finally, he also regained the light. From here, the story of becoming again dominated by a master in the game he granted day and night began. Where the only basic information, a small village in Hellmine's territory. In this place is a boy named Han Yslat. What? Since when was there a long sword in his hand? He's in a place extremely strange and deadly. Meanwhile, notifications kept ringing regularly. The peaceful land of both humans and non-humans, Tawania. A mysterious entity invaded this peaceful continent. Hey master, if you want to save the world, climb the tower. Countless heroes will be by your side. Familiar dialogue, deadly citadel. Pitch black eyes observing him in the dark. Mysterious creatures threatening to take life. He timidly turned his head to look in the direction of the noise. Tutorial mission quickly appeared. First, defeat
The goblins invading the village. He stammered, asking heaven and earth, "Goblin, what is this message? Is it real?" He widened his eyes when seeing monsters approaching, and then he also had the answer to the question above. But not long after I realized this is the truth. When Goblin rushed in, he instinctively swung his sword to resist, the sword struggling to resist the Goblin's attack. Just when he was about not to hold out, luckily the notification appeared. The battle will start automatically. Let's see the AI system of hero perform advanced melee combat. He frowned in pain. Then his body automatically became flexible and keen, resiliently rising, neatly attacking monsters. Blood splattered on the ground. But I cannot remember the feeling of killing another creature. He thought, anyway, after all, the battle just now was not overcome by himself, but thanks to the help for newbies. So, the screen showed the result. Stage cleared. Han, 1 star leveled up. Sending reward. Please check your mailbox. He vaguely walked forward. What is happening? Is this inside the game? Until the blinding light pierced his eyes, the magnificent village appeared. This familiar scenery is picked me up. While he was stunned, he heard the notification. Master, before continuing the next stage, try summoning an ally. Tap the summon tab in your menu. Special first-time service, sending 500 gems needed for a premium summon. A drop of sweat rolled down his cheek. What the hell is going on? Despite him being alone here, the summoning process went smoothly. A female warrior appeared with a resounding notification. Super rare. Master Water receives hero save 5 stars. He guessed summon? Is that a summon? Meaning I was also summoned like that? Like a hero summoned for a pick-me-up player? Although not wanting to, this is the most grounded guess. Can't help but believe. Say awakened, she asked. I was summoned. Who are you? Simultaneously information about her appeared. Say Radistar, 5 star, level 1, EXP 0/10, occupation Knight, strength 19/19, intelligence 10/10, vitality 18/18, agility 22/22, skill logic combat level 1, intermediate saber sword technique level 1, Knight's determination level Han Yslat. He stammered, replied, because of being startled, so called a small misunderstanding. She also introduced herself. I am Say Radistar, a knight. Han Jane. What a strange name. He immediately corrected, it's not Han Yslat. Thus now it can be understood that he became a hero in the game he often played and was controlled by another master. Therefore, notifications are for that master. Like this notification for example. Try creating a party with hero. Drag and drop hero into formation tab and create a unique party. Master Water and Seifa were now a team. And so Master Water took me and Seifa into the dungeon again. In combat, unlike a terrible guy like him, she rushed into the battlefield alone, destroying the enemy. Slattering, are you a newbie? Look like nothing. He tried to justify, this is my first time. Anyway, unlike me who never held a sword, hero Seifa Star destroyed 5 goblins in a flash. Done. Summary notification appeared. Stage cleared, Say5 leveled up. Sending reward. Please check your mailbox. MVP Say5. He panted tiredly. Even though he didn't do anything significant in the last match, then thought, what an absolute difference in skill. Because there's a 3-star difference between us, I have nothing left to say. But the problem is, what happens after that? As usual, the system will carefully guide the usual path for master player. Heroes have bravely completed their battle. The final guide awaits you. Way to help heroes stronger is synthesis. The door has opened. Tap the synthesis tab in the menu. Being a long-time player of the game, he was no stranger to this notification. Right then in his head only remained 3 words. I am doomed. Then, seeing him standing forever not moving, the little spirit urged, "Hey human, aren't you going? Master is waiting." He was silent for a moment, then tried to interact. She looked at him in surprise, admitted, "Right, I am no... Wait, how do you know my name? What are you?" Responding to that question, he thought, surely I know her because I play Pick Me Up a lot. And of course, he didn't just think, because his life was hanging by a thread. Me, Han Yslat. Flipping through the list, she now shockingly realized her big mistake. Han Yslat.
Impossible. Isn't it Han Yslat? What? Why do you look different from the photo? Han Yslat was born in Hin Peninsula, not like that. He irritably explained again, "I am Han Yslat, born in Siongonsalgu. Now put me back while I am still speaking nicely." She asked suspiciously, "Impossible. Coming from Earth? But isn't the answer too clear already?" He wearily retorted, "Otherwise coming from Mars?" Silenced for a moment as if to receive information. Then she screamed frantically, "How the hell did this happen? I'm going crazy. Now you just go in first." She tried to cover up, but matters related to life like this, he couldn't easily agree. "No, if I enter, I'll die," she countered. "You won't die. You just get synthesized." But he isn't easily fooled like that. It's the same. Anyway, just go in. Then she used violence to force him inside. She criticized seeing his disgraceful appearance. Really noisy when fully present. Notification rang. Master started synthesis. His body was gradually covered by green aura. He couldn't help but curse. Damn it, it started. To explain this sequence of actions of his, we need to pay attention to a point. Synthesis increases power by combining two heroes together. One of the two heroes becomes a sacrifice to raise stats of the remaining hero, or one person will serve as material to increase power for the other. In this process, one of the two heroes will definitely be destroyed. Problem is, I am a 1-star hero and she is a 4-star knight. A normal player has no reason to save me and kill she. Am I about to die? Who is stupid enough to synthesize a 4-star hero into a 1-star hero? Sweat flowed down his face. He seemed to want to give up to ranged fate. And synthesis complete. But he didn't disappear, but instead got a little power increase. So it's over then. He was dazed. That means she is disappearing into the light. He was full of doubts. Why did you disappear? Doesn't make sense at all. You are a 4-star hero and I have only 1 star. She calmly accepted fate. I was not chosen, that's all. The rest is up to you. Han, her whole body gradually became data points and disappeared into the void. He was silent in the space with no one else but himself. I don't understand anything. He spun in confusion, and that was the whole event leading to the current situation. Soon, those who didn't die were dead. First was Gris, 1 star, has returned to the arms of the goddess. His fighting spirit will be remembered forever. He fought while reminding, so she wouldn't be distracted. Don't be negligent. If you do that, you will die. She fought while kindly reminding. Old man, fight. A monster is chasing. But they still only knew how to run. Now protecting, recalling everything, he could only say, anyway, I survived. The way to synthesize hero is drag and drop. It is designed for you to drag the sacrificed hero into the remaining hero. Maybe that person slipped or played without thinking at all. I got lucky when Say died because of a stupid mistake of Master. Really not expected with the shit-like game. Happy about this, couldn't ignore the current battle. He shouted to her, what about the last 2? She immediately replied back, I will fight 1. But others saw she was still too soft-hearted. He immediately cut off hesitation in her. Think later and come here. Because of this moment, a goblin seized the opportunity to attack him. His arm considered crushed. He was burning with fighting will, turning back to confront a goblin directly, while thinking, I don't know why I was summoned to pick up. But I know one thing, that I, Han Yslat, was summoned with the identity of 1-star hero, Han Yslat. Throughout the tough battle, of course, cannot like affectionate words like this bastard. Anyway, now entered the final moment of the match, and victory certainly belongs to him. What he needs to care and think about is the damn thing that harmed him. Just before entering this world, the BUG monster level 999 was laughing loudly. It's that bitch, I'm sure it pulled me here. You messed with the wrong person. He used hatred for it to torture the goblins finally. Battle ended. Both he and Thing battered. Dared not look. She worriedly asked, Han, your arm. He calmly replied, when I return, I'll be fine. Also considered reassuring her. Regarding the source event leading to his current tragic state, he learned that players don't have much voice in combat, since most battles happen automatically by heroes. Even so, games still boast number of players 100 million globally. The reason is because they can observe it.
World like a god, like having someone's eye peeping at these inferior beings here. He smirked, asking the one above, happy? Although saying people like that, but actually he himself is not much different from them. I'm also a player, like in creating items, tactics, strategies, nurturing heroes and finding hidden elements. Even calling it a shit-like game, don't give up. Ranked 5th worldwide, Loki, Master of Masters. Watch me survive to the end, he swore an oath. Finally, notification summary appeared and not much different from prediction past stage. Jenna 1 star and leveled up reward 2000 Geor, 2 Copper X, 2 Stone X1. MVP Han Yslat 1-1, 11 players, 9 have returned to the arms of the goddess. Remaining 2 are him and Jen. When passing a battle or climbing a tower floor doesn't mean they successfully snatched safe time for themselves, but is just the result for them still being alive. And once started, must continue climbing relentlessly until dead or discarded, which he of course won't let himself fall into that ironic situation. Having sworn he is forced to live, meaning must climb to the last floor to confront the type of monster in delusional game, pulling him along to satisfy that pleasure is also his life goal. I must accept this. This is not time. I must stop behaving like a child. I am inside PM Cup. I was born and summoned as 1-star hero. That is his original identity. He is forced to remember this to not stop trying and moving forward, because there are 2 ways for a hero to die. Die in battle and combine. And I am a 1-star hero. Meaning with this identity, if he gives up or stands still, he will definitely proceed to death's door. Anyway, now he is also teetering on the brink of death. He frantically ran while murmuring in his head, 1-star hero is truly hopeless and PM Cup we are just props. Most useless props, stats are terrible and growth abilities extremely low, and this level I won't be able to escape the danger of being combined. In general, currently information his character has reached high threshold, but his high threshold of 1-star, or in other words, just toenail of 2-star level and nothing compared to high levels. Specifically, Han Yslat 1-star level 5, EXP 44 by 50, Occupation Apprentice, Stats, Strength, Intelligence, Vitality and Dexterity all reach 15 by 15, Skills none. He frantically strove for a noble goal. I must become stronger, survive, revenge and return. If I don't get stronger, then that's just a pipe dream. I don't know how it will continue from now. If I don't adapt soon, I will die. If I don't accept it, I'll be swallowed up. This reminds me of military service. Damn, countless hypotheses appeared, making him have to try his best, because if not, then perhaps tomorrow he will be named on notification returning to the arms of the goddess. Besides, just strong and physical body is not enough. I also have to be strong in mind too. I won't be able to survive if I can't be calm. In times of fatigue wanting to give up, he remembers the philosophies learned in the past. You can survive on your own when you're young, don't forget that. Even without parents or anyone else by your side, you can still manage to survive. Try to remember that struggling time. And so he ignited the fire of fighting again. He just practiced day and night, never resting, each time increasing endurance and durability. For example, now he's training to do push-ups. Don't know how many passed, only see sweat flowing on ground, indicating his high training intensity. Jenna was very curious. What are you doing? He was stunned for a moment seeing her appear, then continued push-ups, tremblingly answering, training to kill monsters. Why? Why do you behave rudely like that? I came all the way looking for you. Faced with questions guessing him, she could only remain silent, then went to get her bow and accepted fate after a long night. I thought all night about what I need to do from now. First is we can't escape here, right? Because my father was a hunter. I often liked shooting arrows whenever free. I won't hinder you. I think nothing will change if I just do nothing but cry. And she raised the bow to aim. The arrow flew, hitting right at the scarecrow's center. She gathered all courage to ask, you know how to survive here, right? Not practicing, immediately solving her problem. He questioned, was yesterday your first real combat? She replied, that's right, I just stayed indoors all day. He asked further, so how do you use the bow? She watched her target and her arrow just now and replied briefly, okay, maybe understated a bit. He glanced at her info board. Jenna, sir.
Star level 2, EXP 5 by 20, Occupation Apprentice Archer, Strength 11 by 11, Intelligence 11 by 11, Vitality 11 by 11, Dexterity 11 by 11, Skill Apprentice Archer. She just increased 4 stats after yesterday. He surprisingly looked at her, rarely spending time observing a person, silently evaluating if in case her development is low, but in return she has a prerequisite skill even though only at 1 star. Although she was a bit awkward because it was the first real combat, she could still shoot dead a goblin. She seems not to want to die and also has a clear goal to do next. Truly a rough gem. Thinking so, he agreed to cooperate with her. Alright, I will help you. She reached out, excitedly said, my father once said that if I wanted to survive, I must choose a person to follow. He was a good father, right? Evaluating this action of hers for a while, finally he also fulfilled shaking hands with her. Simultaneously, politely said, please help me. Immediately notification appeared. Jenna 1 star has goodwill towards Han 1 star. Friendship between 2 people initiated. Tip. Heroes making friends with another will receive extra reward when in the same party. Looking at the notification just appeared, he silently felt this message has a bit of concern, then called out to 4 directions. Are you here? She immediately appeared, furious. What again? I'm very busy.
He was a bit embarrassed at her teasing words. You appeared faster than a busy person. Despite him speaking lawlessly, she blocked his throat immediately. Even if you ask me how many times, I won't answer. If you are curious, then go climb the tower yourself. The answer is all inside the tower. But the problem he wanted to ask had nothing to do with these things. It seems this time talking so much turned into zero. His question is, am I the only one who can see the status window on your head? She was silent for a moment, face flashing worry. She panicked to the point of stuttering but also clenched up. What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying at all. He immediately provided evidence, exposing her clumsy lie. I can see clearly, it says 257. She hesitantly spoke 3 truths, 7 lies. I guess you can see, right? Is it due to your existence being upgraded? When they become I shouldn't say that. He silently listened, thinking. I was sure after seeing her reaction, I'm the only one capable of seeing game messages and master's messages. Having received a satisfactory answer for this problem, he immediately switched to another urgent problem, avoiding her getting annoyed and turning her back on them. What will we do if Master exits the game? She replied perfunctorily. Existing is like not. Master, I only pray for them not to escape. He fell into personal thought process again. The accident happened when water deaf. Master tried to combine me and say was also not a normal accident. A 4-star ending by combining with 1 star. The strangeness of a 4-star hero appearing in free summon is 1%. Lucky 1 in 100 of them failed just because of a mistake. Big is linked to phone, so you guys also cannot restart it. After starting the game, it's been a week since they logged in. If so, then could it be? He then spoke his guess. Is time here different from Earth? She got angry, shouted, Don't ask anymore, I won't answer you. Having said a few more sentences will be asked by a person who used to be a master, fluent in tactics until no pants left to wear. But seeing her overreaction was enough to give him the answer. So that means time passing here is different from Earth, right? Thanks for letting me know that, Dip. Next time give me more tips. She pulled her hair screaming, 1-star trash bastard. Through break time, he gathered some useful information that Fairy cannot touch me. She can only intervene when self-defending or when a hero refuses Master's order. I must find out the rules here one by one. If not, I will die. That is the only rule in this world. Waiting for them to finish talking, only then Jenna politely asked, What are you two talking about? She asked one way, he answered another. Although not hitting or missing anything but enough information for people to save their lives. Finally, he agreed to let her know information about this world. As for believing or not is her choice. We will have to raid to floor 100 of the tower. There is an existence called Master who can order through Is. We must listen to them and proceed through missions. When we reach floor 100, we can escape from here. She timidly asked back, Does that mean we continue to have to fight monsters? He answered immediately, That's the reason we must train. We need to become even stronger. She timidly asked, Just the 2 of us? Is it okay? After all, manpower is too scarce. While floor 1 drained their strength, let alone 99 tower floors after that. He explained, simultaneously providing operation information for her to know. Master can use money to summon someone like us. They are intending to summon a lot of people. Although a bit cruel, but sooner or later you also have to face that. The face of the game, our choice from here will decide our fate. But finally, our fate still has to rely on Master's decision. Falling leaves silent while they were lonely in the vast place until Master woke up. In misfortune, there is luck. After training all day, I realized a rather funny rule here. Essentials and food will regenerate the next day. And if I think about what I want, it will appear in the wardrobe the next day. And of course, things like guns won't appear, and there will be other rules when gaining results from training. The thing I didn't understand when I played Pick Me Up now is clarified. There will be times heroes at equal rank have different fighting abilities. All have one common point, that they are too lazy to train. Training doesn't increase stats or level, but improves skills and recovers your ability. Didn't expect a day to explore deep game. He had to rely on himself, personally experiencing the feeling of becoming a hero. I didn't think of it from the start. Now thinking back, I think they're not all AI. That is the second rule. Back to the game problem, then if a master has skills, they will classify main heroes into 3 types. First, mental master. Won't even glance at which hero easily panics. Second, skills. A high-rank hero summoned has many skills, while most low-rank heroes have hidden potential that master must find. Third, physical condition. That is what I'm doing right now. And with it, 3 days passed since I started training. He rolled with his overlapping mess of thoughts, also no choice. Wanting to survive, besides elements in here, he also has to equip himself with necessary information about the game as well as how it operates, then maybe quickly complete the goal. Now finally, after days of silence, notification finally returned. Welcome to Pick Me Up. That means Master connected to the game. He again looked at achievement and personal board. Han 1 star level 5 EXP 44 out of 50, apprentice occupation. Strength 15 out of 15, Intelligence 15 out of 15, Vitality 15 out of 15, Dexterity 15 out of 15, Skill, Apprentice Swordsmanship Level 1, Apprentice Shield Technique Level 1. He silently celebrated receiving 2 skills. Through training, he tried his best, so he notified Jenna to come get ready. Master is here. She hurriedly ran over. Arrived already? He displeased, said, "What do you mean? 3 days already?" Notification appeared. "Master, I will start summoning. I am looking for hero appearing." He repeated the notification accompanying brief explanation. They just live perfectorily. Master is summoning a new hero. A team will be 5 people, so he will spin 3 times. Sounds like clicks are also displayed. Continuously after that are notifications. Master Water received hero Aaron 1 star. Master Water received hero Toby 1 star. Master Water received hero Jensen 1 star. Accompanied by new character appearing and their questions like newbies on first date. Where am I? Correct. No time to introduce, she only managed to notify, then followed him leaving. "Hey everyone, we must prepare for battle. We will teach everyone after we safely pass it." The skeptical guy asked. "Prepare for battle? Who are you?" At the same time, Is appeared. Space Rift opened. Similar to last time, new notifications pulled in. Aaron 1 star, joined Team 1. Toby 1 star, joined Team 1. Jensen 1 star, joined Team 1. But they already had experience, unlike those newbies, only new standing like statues. He ordered Jenna, "Choose weapons before too late, quick." Yes, immediately after that notification appeared, guiding master tip. Heroes without equipment will participate in combat with an old iron sword. If you choose equipment in the armory, they will be equipped. Don't forget, you can also assign weapon yourself. He didn't care much because in his thoughts, because everyone last time died with weapons on them, so we have no weapons left to supplement. Is said after opening the rift. "All of you come here." Of course, humans who would listen to orders from this mysterious tiny creature. "Who are you? Where do you come from? Take us back." Jenna tried to stop the chaotic crowd.
Stop. It will be worse if we fight with her. Then got blamed. "Are you guys in the same gang? Did you bring us here?" She justified. "Not me. I was also pulled here." He wasn't rich in compassion like her. Immediately said she's just working part-time. They will realize themselves after a few minutes. So they continued to criticize. "My wife is waiting for me. Take me back. I am a poor farmer. Don't have money. You caught the wrong person." She irritably asked, "Are you not going in?" Jenna worriedly looked back. "Will they die?" He answered, "They just need not to touch case, as I said, and they just get scratches, other than that negligible." 5 staggering screaming on the ground, the only person unharmed in the 3, fearfully hugged head. "I am sorry." She heatedly snarled, "Listen clearly. Those guys too," and they went. Rift slowly closed. "Have fun." Those were familiar wishes of hers whenever battle started. Notification appeared as soon as they were teleported to the place. Flow 2 type mission suppress. Object wipe out all enemies. The newbies were still bewildered. "Where is this?" while he arranged everything. "Jenna, are you ready?" "Yes." When rank increases, enemy has combination between Goblin and Steppe Wolf. Obviously cannot lack notifications. Aaron 1 star is panicking, all stats reduced by 30%. Toby 1 star is panicking, all stats reduced by 30%. Jensen 1 star is panicking, all stats reduced by 30%. When enemies appeared, they panicked. "What is this?" Strangely, he glanced at teammate beside. She was trembling and notification appeared. Jenna 1 star is panicking, all stats reduced by 30%. Huh? She is also afraid? He was both surprised and felt normal, so found an excuse to revive her spirit. "Did you eat something bad, being panicked and then scared by him like this?" She jumped. Don't scare me like that," he ordered. "Take care of 2 goblins, I will handle the wolves." Luckily, the above method was effective. Jenna 1 star stopped panicking. He happily thought, meaning she was only panicked a little. Luckily. Then glanced at those standing dead behind. Compared to her, none of the newbies intend to help as I thought. They are coming. Finally, enemy also arrived. He picked up shield, the wolf opened its big mouth, he enthusiastically fought it, quickly swung sword to attack. Thought handled neatly but unexpectedly realized still alive. Is it due to this trash weapon? He twisted strongly the sword in hand, luckily still killed one. His eyes flashed strong light. He clenched his teeth enthusiastically, thinking to himself, truly, Flow 2 is different. Monsters here are much stronger than those one hit down on Floor 1. However, there is one thing to note that unlike Floor 1, still inexperienced, not fluent in attack, now he has training time and adapted well to small battles like this. So although handling was a bit bumpy but also fine. Not dead yet? Is it due to my weapon? Anyway, it collapsed. His eyes full of killing intent roaming around. After defeating this tenacious wolf, he quickly glanced back, wary of its sudden attack, therefore easily used shield to block the wolf's pounce, avoiding repeating mistake on Floor 1. However, still quite struggling. All the strength difference between human and wolf is too big. Putting all strength, he counter-attacked and rushed in to fight
united, wiping out the steppe wolves. Blood scattered everywhere, indicating the feat of the winner. As for the goblins, he frantically turned head looking for her. Ground full of goblin corpses with series of arrows piercing. He marveled, "You became a real archer. How many did you shoot?" Her whole body sweating and still wanting to shoot more. He had to say, "Stop, it's dead." Yes, only now did she know everything was done. Notification passing stage second time appeared. Han Jana leveled up. MVP Han reward 5000G iron ore CX1 skin CX3. A blue light appeared. They were taken back to the starting place. 2 liters went ahead while 3 others tagged wrong behind. Notification echoed in his ear. Congratulations on passing floor 2. Proceed to floor 3. The more she went, the more she felt wrong. Not like the first time at all. Looking at strange place before eyes, she horrified blurted out, "What is this?" The scream exceeded normal volume, but he still kept mind steady as steel, answering, "Like when we went to floor 2, currently is going to floor 3. Being a famous former master, he's not too strange."
This matter. Of course, what should be said, he said. The rest kept to himself. If Master is reckless, then they will directly push us to floor 3. But if that happens, now what happens next at floor 3 here? While he was confused, Master logged out. He sighed in relief. He stretched like just finished asleep. Wow, finally get out. He wearily reminded her about true identity. We are the ones who have to fight. Why are you tired? He glanced at the door behind, silently speculating. Each floor one day seems time here is slow by 1/3 compared to outside waiting room. Probably they will log back in after 3 days, then spend time viewing my info board to see if any improvement. Han Yslat level 6, EXP 13 out of 50. Occupation newbie. Strength 17 out of 17. Intelligence 14 out of 14. Vitality 16 out of 16. Dexterity 16 out of 16. Skill elementary swordsmanship level 1. Elementary shield technique level 1. He pondered. Intelligence decreased 1 but strength increased. Bonus stat points still have 4 points, but level increased quite well, proving my physique is improving. Master also won't push progress anymore. If I keep stuck with recovered state at floor 1, it will cause danger for everyone. While he was busy with messy thoughts, those lucky ones surviving floor 2 just now didn't know how to behave but went to mess with this. They questioned, "Why do I have to fight? What the hell is this place? What about those monsters?" The noise over there was so big that he was also disturbed, unable not to pay attention. He silently criticized, 1 star as normal people, people living far from battlefield. They were noisy. How can I fight monsters while never having held a weapon once? She impatiently explained again, "I said already, we need to fight to survive. You can think whatever. They act like market people, not clearly realizing their situation on brink of life and death. She thinks we know how to fight? Looking at them, I think I understand why 1 star is called trash." He remembered the first dead person, 2-star mom, NT. He said he used to be mercenary. The more summoned person has combat experience, the higher the star rank. He guessed, then self-rejected. High-level mercenary won't panic just a bit, but if throwing a 1-star mercenary into middle of battle, surely 100% they will be chaotic. But it's not like those 3 stars up, they will jump straight into battle. Are they summoned with combat knowledge? Do they know what their goal is and why fight? I think Say knows. Based on her attitude, I am sure. He switched view to Jenna. She's also like him, disliking stupid people, only knowing to shout. The difference is, she doesn't keep it inside but speaks straight out. "Geez, these people, why don't you help a bit? Huh? He asked back, "Why do I have to bother with those useless people for what?" She reasoned, "We should advise them and make them teammates better than nothing." He spoke generally. She understands, then understands, doesn't, then doesn't. They will disappear soon. Then you will see useless people will be eliminated to make room for people needing it. As a master, no one wouldn't think so. More correctly, not because they're killed, but if they continue like that, they will disappear. He coldly said, "You and I will continue to fight in the next match." Ignoring them, suddenly one of them approached. "Hey, I want to ask you guys a bit." He slightly glanced at the guy, then haughtily replied, "Go ask someone else." Annoying. The guy got hot-blooded, grabbing his collar up. "What did you say? Huh? If they touch, then he dared to touch." He gave the guy a brutal punch. The guy's face flashed deformity. He groaned in pain. He coldly judged, "You bastards messing around while we have to fight out there." The guy only knew how to stammer. "No then so." He turned back, walking away, saying to her, "See, I did as you wanted. Happy yet?" She laughed forcedly. Everything just passed like that. Next day continued training. After basic exercises, we entered weapon training. As said, I use wooden sword and Jenna trains bow. So soon his skills increased up. Han's elementary swordsmanship level 2. Han's elementary shield technique level 2. 3 people didn't come to training ground. They went around trying to find escape but of course still couldn't find. He soon ignored them and she also gradually gave up, not wanting to be close to them. Putting aside all sorrow, her archery skills increasing day by day, can shoot 100 shots, 100 hits with many consecutive arrows, and he also day and night relentlessly practiced like demon.
practicing defense all directions. Today don't know how negligent or due to training ground.
Problem that an arrow of hers accidentally stuck into his thigh and he took the hit. She worriedly ran back. Are you okay? He pulled arrow while saying, I told you, no need to worry. Don't think the normal rules where you live will be like here. Wounds heal very fast. In misfortune, there is luck thanks to these matters. He received a new skill. Received pain resistance skill. Continue training, he ordered. Then again frantically trained, trying to maximize time possible. He originally thought, I won't stop. Pain is also good. It is proof showing I'm alive. So on the field, besides clanking sound of arrow hitting shield, were the words again, yes again, stop one, again many. To the point on shield, more were intact, everywhere seeing appearance of an arrow, and miracle arrived awakening, elementary swordsmanship and elementary shield technique of hero Han combined into a new skill. Han received elementary sword and shield technique. Rest time ended when that notification rang. Welcome to pick me up. Is urged quickly go to square when master appears. Want to be beaten? Jana started cracking knuckles. Definitely excited. Perfect. Just training makes me itchy all over. He tastedly asked, why do I have feeling you learn even faster than me? I'm quite good at these things. She smugly replied, change. He was about to speak then those people arrived and continued to make noise. Let us out. I am bored of eating potatoes. You intend to let us fight again, right? I don't want to. No way. She lost all patience with them long ago, but because of rule constraints, so only could beat them half dead, not directly take life. I'm begging here, don't let me make you write apology letter now. Come here, don't let me come there, catch you, today you die with me. She rushed into beating, they resignedly took the beating because no ability to resist. Spare me. When she cooled down, everyone distorted face. She called, all right, drag your asses here. After beating, everyone behaved much better, scuttling over. Yes ma'am, of course. Today's mission belongs to Floor 3. Mission type, suppress target, destroy all enemies. He commented briefly, simultaneously comforting, avoiding her like last time, mentally exhausted. Weapons and tactics of them improved. It's okay. This fight is practiced. And he rushed to attack. As I said, Floor 3 is nothing. Therefore, notification passing stage again appeared up. Jana leveled up MVP Jana reward 7000 gram iron ore CX1. From CX1, they talked briefly after match. I think I'm used to these things. Yeah, this time a bit boring. She glanced at those dazed behind. Seems like they still refuse to fight. He coolly replied, ignore them. Anyway, I don't intend to share EXP with those not fighting. If they don't participate, they don't receive EXP. Suddenly, guide notification rang. Tip: when dealing with disobedient heroes, try spinning lucky wheel. They will behave better. Floor 1 challenge again is with choice this time. Master still like many times chose option following guide. He narrated to her, seems like Master prepares to spin lucky wheel. She worriedly asked, it hasn't ended, right? Immediately after that, they appeared at Desolate Land. Day 2, Floor 1, mission type, suppress target, destroy all enemies. He said they took us to safe zone of Floor 1. She commented fairly a sentence. Seems like Master is also not too heartless, exactly like those we saw on Floor 1. And so, passing stage, MVP Jana reward 7000 grams. She was happy, just like walking not looking like a tough battle. However, Floor 1 challenge again. Is no choice still yes. He thought Master won't let us rest easily if handling these quickly. Of course, they still wouldn't easily pass passing stage. MVP reward 7000 gram and Floor 3 mission type suppress target, destroy all enemies. Goblin level 4 into 2 passing stage MVP reward 7000 gram. Through 4 matches continuously, she was tired, panting, asking, I'm tired. Master won't send us any more, right? Who knows? He was also tired, hard to stand. Returning to main hall, she angrily complained, I'm going crazy. I still have to babysit those bastards until when? He comforted, don't worry, today will end. His half-open words made her more curious. Will end? What do you mean? They look like they won't change anything. He answered, I don't think Master is free enough to continue maintaining.
Useless bunch. And rightly so. Currently they are in new exciting area. Master starts synthesis. Notification just appeared. Door started opening. Where is this place? They were bewildered, not knowing danger coming. Notification guide rang. Drag and drop heroes you sacrifice for hero you want to synthesize. Sacrificed heroes will be vanished. He satisfactorily thought, goodbye those not knowing to seize opportunity being greeted. Speaking of space, here includes locations as follows. Space Rift, Synthesis Room, Armory, Facility on Head, Rest Area, Training Ground, Alchemy Facility, Landing Pad, Summoning Room.
In front of spacious house with pure white door open, he pondered, there is opportunity. I see a lot more opportunities. Combat characters including him all appear clearly on a small phone face. He pondered, although small trivial things don't appear on screen, but he, master, is not unaware of everything. Surely that person must know who fights at front line, who is active and who is lazy. System voice notification rang, adding Han to list of favorites, adding Jenna to list of favorites. Is pointed towards Synthesis room, shouted, Jenna, Jensen, go into Synthesis room quickly. Jenna turned to look at him, sweating. Hey. Han Yslat glanced at her, comforting. Go, you won't encounter any trouble. The man behind him, worried, pale-faced, grabbed him, asking, what will happen if we go in there? He glanced at him, calmly replying, probably will be judged based on what was done. Suddenly, the man worriedly screamed, shouted, I didn't do anything. Suddenly, I was pulled here. Hey, he didn't care, just cold-faced urging, go in there. Is also uncomfortably crossed arms. This is first time we have same thought. Looking at man scared to the point sweat flowing like river, he uncomfortably paused series of questions and criticism. So what do you want me to do? Help you? If at least you also pretended to fight, then things would be different. Is was also very uncomfortable, complaining, I'm sick of you, go inside already. Synthesis building door closed tight. System board appeared displaying, do you want to synthesize? Is the man still didn't give up, banging door, screaming loudly, really unfair, let me. Ignoring Jenna, still calm, silent, standing behind, a blue light covered him, making him open wide eyes, fearfully screaming ceaselessly. System notification echoed. Synthesis complete. Jenna leveled up, received skill Hawkeye. Jenna stepped out of Synthesis building, understanding nothing what just happened, scratching head, asking, what just happened? That guy turned into light, then disappeared. Stepping close to her, he stopped, softly but full of danger. In this place, useless people die to donate to others. Now my turn. Looking at two men, blue and black hair, opposite faces, black as spot bottom, opening wide eyes fearfully, he casually wondered who would be among two people here. He pointed at two people, shouting, next is Han and Toby. Toby, pale-faced, trembling fearfully. Oh! He calmly walked into Synthesis building, while other person worriedly accepted fate following. Loud laughter rang out, Toby like going crazy, black-faced, laughing loud, asking, you guys let me go home, right? Right, I will get to go home. Go home. He closed eyes, not cutting off delusion of Han, but said, right, just think like that. From inside Synthesis building, screaming sound rang out. System also notified, Synthesis complete. Toby turned into light and disappeared. He gently walked out of Synthesis building with system voice echoing notification. Han leveled up, received skill calm. Passing Aaron being scared, he coolly said, you are lucky. Jenna looked back at Synthesis building, sweating cold sweat. So, if Master thinks that you are useless, then you will disappear in there. He glanced at her coldly. Why are you so sad? You are the one who didn't want to be left behind. She then, silent, sweating, trembling, asked, if I become useless, will one day this happen to me too? He looked back at her, trembling, and explained, the higher we go, the stronger monsters and players we face. One will die in enemy's hand, two will be dying sacrificed like that. She, black-faced, couldn't bear turning away, replied, is that so? Seems like you know everything. He glanced at her, expressionless, advising, if you want to live, then do exactly what your father said. Looking at her, sweating, glancing at him, he continued, stay near strong people. Passing second day in yard, scarecrows were erected. Jenna bowed 90 degrees, shouting, begging, please take care of me. He looked at her, reacting so strongly, then curiously asked, something happened to you? She looked up at him with eyes full of determination, said, you said to stay near strong people, so I will befriend.
Strong people, please take care of me. He glanced at her, sweating, advising. Unbelievable. If hardworking, you won't die. So don't worry too much about that. From afar, a person approached two people loudly begging along. Please take care of me too. It's Aaron. He was worried, eyes full of pleading, said, sorry, I was very stupid. I just caused trouble all day. No matter what happened, leaving you two to fight alone, truly a most cowardly act. But from now on, everything will be different. He looked at Aaron, coldly asked, how can I trust you? The young man, also like Jenna, bowed 90 degrees, saying, if you want, tell me to kneel, I also agree, so please. Jenna looked at him, smiled, turned to him. Seems like finally he's also determined. He picked up a stick and asked, hey, have you ever fought monsters? Before coming here, I also never fought any monster. He threw the stick towards him, making him freeze worried. But you are good to that extent. He didn't care, replying, differences in determination. Determination to win or just need to survive. Looking at the spear already in his hand, he said, here, hold the spear. I'm not an expert, but I heard it is the easiest weapon to use. Try using it. Do you know basic theory of melee, mid-range and long-range, right? One side cheering, melee uses sword, mid-range uses spear and long-range uses bow and arrow. Basic theory is like that, right? He held out weapon in his hand and said, because our team only has 3 people, doing so is most effective. And fighting stance, he urged, what are you doing? Prepare to fight. Aaron, sweating, surprised, widened eyes, asked, fight? You don't teach me?
He mercilessly held weapon, rushing to attack, saying, "I never used spear. What to teach you? I learned how to fight myself, so you also learn yourself." He quick as lightning while attacking, while reminding, "Must be grateful because you have opponent to fight with. I only had Scarecrow as opponent." His continuous attacks made him only able to defend, not counterattack a bit. A blow swished past his face, making him worried, baring teeth, widening eyes. Finally got some courage. He held stick, closing eyes tight, shouting loud, raising spear up. It didn't hesitate, giving him a stick to belly, asking, "Fighting and you close eyes?" Looking at him, only hit by a stick to belly, but already supporting on spear, hugging belly, vomiting, he scolded. "Even haven't threatened your life yet and you only can do this? If I were a monster, you would be dead already." Jenna, standing behind, looking unable to bear, asked, "First time and you did like that? Isn't it too strict, right?" He didn't bother looking back, but only coldly replied, "I don't want to care for others. If you don't keep up, I will ignore always." He looked at Aaron, trembling opposite, asked, "Do you have family?" He tremblingly answered, "My sister's waiting." He looked at him, riding, said, "At least you still have someone. I have no one." He pointed the stick at his neck. Coldly asked, "So what happens if you can't return?" The stick pointed at his throat. He continued advising, "Dying by monster's hand will be terribly painful, more painful than being synthesized. If you don't want to continue, then give up." Aaron was clenching teeth. He very spiritedly looked at him with provocative eyes. Looking at grimacing face full of resentment of Aaron, he was satisfied. "Spirit in your eyes is better." System notification asked, "You selected blacksmith as weapon annex level 1. Do you want to build it? Cost 500 gems to build." The village was illuminated by blue light. He leisurely walked, looking at houses being upgraded. "I was able to walk around and now blacksmith is also open." He coldly called Iz. "If here, come out." Iz appeared with annoyance, scolded, "Who do you think you are, liking to call then call?" He didn't bother glancing at her, complained, "I'm bored of that attitude already. Try to fix it." Looking at her, fuming, kicking him, he only glanced, asking, "You are the one sending tips to Waterlive, right? Can you go online? If can intervene in system, surely you can use it, right?" His crossed arms arrogantly replied, "Right, I can. My hobby is surfing webs." He softly continued, "So tips you sent are being used as basis. After summoning item 10 times, unlock level 1 of training facility. After that is unlock the blacksmith." Is surprised asked, "How do you know?" He leaned on wall, crossed arms, replied, "That post is very popular on PMP page, you don't know." "The post Loki posted," she surprised asked, "You know Loki?" He immediately satisfied,
replying, "Of course, I am also a user of Pick Me Up." She then very cheerfully supplemented his knowledge. "Surely you only stayed at the lower floors. Lord Loki is the master of masters, the war god of PM Cup. If there were 7 stars, he would be at the top of the world." He lowered his head, his expression unclear, asking why she liked Loki. She confidently pointed at him and replied, "Because he's the person who turns the impossible into possible." He sneered, "Ah, turn the impossible into possible." She looked at him mockingly, asking, "As a PAMP player, do you not even know that?" He still stood there, silently ignoring the hyperactive girl, happy as a flower, screaming and calling, "Lord Loki." Finally, he coldly said, "Sorry to give you this news that will make you freeze instantly." The girl immediately turned back uncomfortably, asking, "What?" He opened his arrogant blue eyes, saying, "I am Loki." Scene change. He is crossing his arms, leaning against the wall, leisurely listening to Is complaining in his ear. "What are you saying? Who are you trying to scam?" He calmly interrupted her. Account number 46631913. Han Yslat closed his eyes calmly to avoid the risk of being hacked. PMP account number is only known by the account owner and the server. Check it yourself if you still don't believe. Do I need to read the museum security account too? Iz was annoyed, complaining while checking the information. "No way, you are Loki, that's absurd. Is this the truth?" She changed her tone to serious, saying. Then she cheerfully screamed happily, "Give me an autograph right now, you wonderful idiot. With this, I will be a VIP member of RNL Loki." He held the signed paper, confusedly looking at her floating equal to his head, then asked, "What is RNL Loki?" She excitedly replied, "Loki's fan forum. Top of the top, to become a VIP, you must have Loki's autograph." He was calmly expressionless. "There's such a thing? First time hearing it." She beside him trembled in confusion, calling up, stuttering, "Wait, so all this time, the things we said to Loki? Are you serious? Are you serious?" Pen in hand, he signed his signature on the paper in hand while saying, "I'm currently only 1 star, so who cares about those things?" Is panic-stricken screamed loudly, "Wait, what will happen to Niflheim without you?" He still calmly replied, "I also wonder." The image of a giant tower floating in the sky is Niflheim, the name of the waiting room system in my account. There are a total of 13 floors, all of which are waiting rooms with a capacity of up to 20,000 people. All infrastructure there belongs to the best quality, suitable for level 18 to 22. She was confused, clutching her 2 pigtails, standing straight up. Even so, what is the meaning when the real master is here? So what will happen to those 20,000 people? Han Yslat, face unchanging, stood leaning against the wall, saying to her, "If you are worried, why not let me go back?" Hearing that, she gloomily begged him, "I can't do it." He treated it as a matter of course, casually saying, "I know. I also know you are just an intermediate manager doing trivial tasks." An image of a mysterious person appeared as he spoke. However, the owner of this waiting room waterbase is a person from Earth, right? And the summoned heroes are also not artificial intelligence. She was calm. "That's right. This linked world is a bit different, but they are all humans. Everything is like an entertainment game. He and the others are character chess pieces." He continued, "Master Water does not know we are all humans. He is just a real player enjoying pick-me-up. All heroes have to face every danger just to satisfy their entertainment." His eyes seriously scanned over her. "More importantly, can I return if I climb the 100th floor?" Is sadly said, "Well, I don't know either." "Don't know?" He continued asking her, eyes becoming sharper. "Next question. Who brought me here?" Is awkwardly replied, "I can't answer that." She felt guilty, so said, "Sorry." He calmly continued, "It's okay. Even if you don't say, I will know myself while climbing the tower." After that, he continued giving questions to Iz. Besides, within Master's authority, what do you have the ability to access? She mechanically answered his question. "Now I can give instructions to open and close these facilities and support a few other activities too." An isolated area appeared. It was surrounded by high stone walls. Are all Master's waiting rooms the same? Each room has a little difference, but overall they are the same. In his head, he thought solving it himself. Now asking the question, do 100 million worlds actually coexist? He thought about every hero being summoned from outside contained in
Many worlds. Mobius Summon, the system thing that created countless heroes by combining thousands of templates, actually just lies. Quantum artificial intelligence. Heroes thought to be artificial intelligence are actually humans. Dungeons. The system once mentioned that it created countless content containing hundreds of millions of words. Thoughts gradually clear. He stood still thinking. If saying each world in the game is actually a real world, that means my unconscious choices could kill a hero. He opened his mouth, calling Is his name. She nodded, continuously happy when he agreed to climb the tower. Want to climb the tower? Then remember my words carefully. Only then can you climb the tower successfully. Scene changed to a training ground full of combat dummies. A beautiful girl with long red hair, on her face a few freckles, is vigorously training. Jenna is a genius. Her development speed cannot be 1 star. Even though never used a dagger, she can get used to it very quickly. On another side, the person training with Jenna, he has pale yellow hair, struggling to receive blows. On the other hand, Aaron is quite slow. At this rate, sooner or later he will die. Jenna walked towards him, pointing at the guy saying, "I went very easy on Aaron, but it seemed still a bit too much for him, right?" He softly said, "Stop being arrogant and follow me." Jenna wondered, asking back, "What is it? Are you not planning to teach your number one subordinate today?" Suddenly Is grumpily shouted in Jenna's face, "Who do you think you are, always following Han? I am the number one subordinate. Get lost." Jenna competitively asked him, "I am your number one subordinate, right?" She cursed more and more enthusiastically. "You fake fox, do you know who this is?" Master of not finishing speaking, she was pushed aside by him, saying, "You ran out of work to do?" She was held firmly in his hand but still screamed, "Anyway, Loki Han's number one subordinate is me. Remember it carefully." He helplessly, regretfully said, "Should not have said I am Loki." Jenna was bewildered, looking at her, asking, "What's wrong with it?" He helplessly looked at her, then said to Jenna, "Don't care, it's a bit stupid." 3 people stepped into a dark room. He spoke up. "Is, you said you have authority, right? Open the warehouse." She happily responded, "Okay, wait a bit." The warehouse door opened. Moonlight shone into the dark, dusty room. 3 people entered the warehouse, taking items onto the cart, then leisurely went out. Jenna pulled the cart. Han 1 star successfully collected iron ore C16, leather C4, wood plank C4, warehouse. He leisurely stepped out, saying, "Is, activate the blacksmith." Is replied, "Yes," while Jenna wondered, asking him, "What are you planning to do?" He gently said, "You can't just keep using a rusty iron sword forever." In front of a room, after exchanging with Is, I discovered I belong to the type half master, half hero. In front of the red glowing forge, he pondered, "And if that is the truth, then I can invade the territory. This is master's authority." Is flew in, asking, "Loki, what are you doing? Is there something wrong? Are you surprised to be here?" He looked into the fiercely burning forge with notification appearing. "Missing facility, apply penalty. Missing blacksmith, apply penalty. Missing blueprint, apply penalty. Success rate terrible, continue refining." Is no. Of course the forging method will be manual. Notification. System notification. Please choose puzzle difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the more attractive the reward. He didn't hesitate to choose super hard. She beside him was astonished. "Super hard? You already have 3 penalties." He calmly said, "Just watch." A system space appeared. "This is a mini game for masters." Blue light appeared, creating blocks. Most masters won't choose this form, but the reward is very generous. System notification. Maximum time 3 minutes. She was confused. "I can't even see its takes shape in time. He calmly held a block in hand, saying, "Small matter." Decisively said, "Fit, just done." She widened her eyes in astonishment, admiringly said, "No doubt a holy hand, truly legendary hands, 1 in 1,000." His eyes gradually turned green, hands continuously stacking blue blocks. Success, wonderful. Han 1 star successfully forged, refined longsword C-. She held her face in astonishment, eyes sparkling looking at the sword just created, shouting over there. He proudly looked at the result he just created, refined longsword RKC. A powerful and sharp sword, although crafted from crude materials but created by skilled hands. Han Yslat's hands moved non-stop catching the stone. System continuously notified. Extreme success, wonderful. Han 1 star created a balanced short bow C. Extreme success, wonderful. Han 1 star created a
Sharp spear C. Extreme success, wonderful. Han 1 star created a sturdy metal shield C. A series of weapons just gently created like that. He stopped, raised his hands doing stretching motion, leisurely asking, "These things are only rank C? I guess I can only do this much with this pile of materials." Isla also probed back, "You won't make more?" He explained, "Just a bit better and they'll be too conspicuous. I don't want unnecessary misunderstanding from Master." In a dense green forest with lush foliage, Jenna fiercely fired an arrow. The arrow used wind-tearing speed and amazing power to pierce accurately the monster. System notification, Flow 4, mission type target conquest, wipe out enemies. Jenna hugged the bow in hand, touching feeling. This elasticity is absolutely wonderful. Items of such high quality, those guys coming later will definitely steal them. He stood in front, continuing to introduce. If you use the personal weapon option, then that won't happen. Looking at the monsters in front, Jenna was worried. Master is a bit too much, only letting 3 of us attack them, while he continued observing and assigning positions. "You handle that harpy, Aaron. You protect Jenna." The other person received the order, immediately replying, "I will try, sir." Immediately after that, the monsters like crazy rushed to the 3 people's position. Aaron, while ceaselessly holding weapons, slashing around, while screaming. System notification, Aaron 1 star is panicking. All stats reduced by 30%. He heard the notification, then turned back looking, gritting teeth, scolding. "This damn brat, he's too excited." A pair of legs gradually approached where Aaron was slashing messily. Jenna gave Aaron a face-deviating slap, shouting, "Calm down." Aaron froze with nosebleed flowing and red slap mark on face. Jenna continued shouting at his face, "You will die if you fail again this time. Are you okay with that?" Han Yslat in front focused on fighting monsters but also spent a little time reminding, "Stop panicking." He stuttered, replying, "I will try." After that, not saying much, 3 people all focused on killing monsters. System notification, stage passed. Aaron 1 star leveled up. MVP Han 1 star, reward 1 lakh G, Iron War C ×2, Leather C ×3. After that, Aaron also couldn't stand it anymore, wanted to vomit. Blah. Aaron frowned, furrowed brows, looking up at him, asking, "Anyway, back then I didn't have any outstanding performance. What will happen to me?" System suddenly notified, "Aaron 1 star has been added to the favorite list. Looking up high, judge because you were put on the favorite list, so seems like you will live." He surprisingly asked back, "Really?" Then immediately excitedly used strength to scream, "I'm still alive, I survived." Jenna, standing next to smiling mischievously, happily said, "Following number 1 subordinate, it seems number 2 subordinate also matured, right?" He didn't admit asking back which subordinate, then left 2 people behind. He stepped out the door with thought, "Subordinate." He cold-facedly raised his swan, thinking. Speaking more accurately, number 1 subordinate is Sirius of Niflheim region. Remembering the member cards, he recalled 5 members in Team 1 all had 6 stars and are at level 99. At the same time, possessing 5 divine artifacts created by me and added a few ultimate skills. If I climb the tower, I have a possibility to meet them one day. Remembering the unsightly appearance of Master, he confidently thought, because this is an automatic game, so Ceres of Vice Master will manage by herself, otherwise there's still Iolka. Both are intelligent and bright, to the point I asked myself if they are really just artificial intelligence or not. Starting to observe carefully, he affirmed himself. Now thinking back, they are not truly artificial intelligence. In front of a large landscape, 2 figures stood together. Unet regretfully asked, "Ceres, do you really have to go?" The other person immediately firmly replied, "Unet, you should know that we need to make the most of every second we have." She didn't reveal expression, voicing her desire. "I don't ask for much in this farewell, but I hope you pay attention to the investigation." Cirrus also gently requested, "And I also need you to take charge of all my remaining paths." Cirrus steadily walked away, leaving Unet behind. She didn't turn her back but affirmed, "I trust handing Master's territory to you." System notification, mansion leveled up to 2. Hero capacity increased, a building is being digitized, upgrading. Following the transformation of the building, system continued notifying annexed building, diner built complete. Heroes will be provided high-class meals. Next is training ground notification continued. Training ground leveled up to 2. Hero training. Efficiency increased. Next is the armory. 3 buildings belonging to armory, synthesis workshop, carpentry workshop and refining facility combined and became equipment workshop. Next is a large recovery building, gradually being transformed. System continued.
Recovery house increased level 2, recovery efficiency will be faster. Jenna, witnessing this scene, was astonished. Oh my god, she looked at the unbelievable, overwhelming change. What the hell just happened? Aaron was no less surprising. Could Master be an ultimate magician? Try thinking about it. While he still calmly put hands in pockets, replying, if that's true, then Master is just spending a little. He has no other choice. This is when things start to become interesting. Looking at the major transformation of the treatment area, he thought, from the diverse feedback from heroes and exciting battles, Waterway will feel they are real people rather than data made from numbers 0 and 1. He won't be able to stop feeling that because he is a genuine human. He looked at Eren in front, hand holding money bag, hand holding spirit stones, and said, in short, after we clear the floors, the waiting room also becomes gradually complete. Waterway's activity time is also quite fixed. He has high probability of being an office worker. Seems like he watches raids quite often, and occasionally he also can afford to spend. Eren just excitedly replied, isn't this even more wonderful than meeting a penniless student master? He even bought the $65 pack. His face slightly softened, closing eyes, thinking, Pick Me Up is not like other games. It doesn't reward gems after completing missions, and the publisher almost has no event rewarding gems, enough to throw in players' faces either. Then he crossed arms saying, because the amount of free gems players receive is quite limited, so they will definitely prioritize paying players more. Suddenly, system notified Master started summoning 10 times. Which heroes will be summoned this time, making him surprised, also looking up. Looking at the gate on the treatment platform opening, Eren turned back surprised, screaming loudly, summoning again. He still stood there calmly saying, we also finished watching the house. Time for us to meet new guests. Thinking about summoning methods by currency and gems, he thought there are two ways to summon. Summon by gold, also called normal summon. Summon by gems will be premium summon. Of course, summoning by premium currency in-game will be more effective. A large hall, everyone gathered confused, asking, where is this? What the hell is happening? I was just at home. His beautiful eyes narrowed, listening to people around asking back and forth, does anyone know what is happening? I don't know if this is real or dream. Suddenly, an old man surprised, sweating asked, who are you people? He directly emitted killing intent, pointing sword at the trembling and warning, silence. I have no intention to explain immediately to you guys. I only explain to those who can survive and calmly rethink. Eren very majestically stood in the air directing, everyone gather here. Anyone working as carpenter, if yes, step out here. Eren still very confidently stood there assigning tasks. Next, anyone is carpenter or leather worker, come out. If not, is anyone a chef? Everyone heard Eren finish a series, spoke up asking, what are you suddenly doing? Wait, at least must explain a bit first. What is this situation? That tiny thing, what the hell is it? Suddenly a voice shouted warning, shut up! Jenna curiously asked, what is she doing? He immediately lightly replied, assigning to many facilities just built. Looking at Eren still eagerly assigning directing, he said, if those who died but summoned now, they could have not participated in battle. Currently, the system inside the waiting room will change. He explained, of course the system won't stop for a few seconds because of that for them to absorb. The game continues as usual, dividing teams, drag and drop heroes. Team 2, Jid 1 star, Hansen 1 star, Z 1 star, Teddy 1 star. Harmonizing in the notification sound, only he knew he ruthlessly explained, if you don't have any special ability, then must try to push yourself. Incompetent amateurs don't deserve to eat waste anymore. Master finally started classifying useful ones and he purged 1-star ones by sending them all into a dungeon. If unable to adapt, you will be destroyed. He is probably challenging floor 1. He just finished speaking, time also just arrived. Eren urged hurry in there. Those named were a bit timid before the overlapping door of data layers in front. But obviously no one stupid enough to struggle refusing to enter or mess around making her angry. Rift closed not long before first notification rang. Z 1 star has returned to the arms of the goddess. His fighting spirit will be remembered forever. And because only he saw this notification, so as usual he performed the report of fluctuations in the match. Already one person died. Hearing his emotionless voice even more than machine, making Jenna a bit worried, uttering blame. If you agreed to explain properly to him, then perhaps he wouldn't have died, right? He didn't think like her. No need to waste words with those who'll die from lowest flow. So when notification Teddy 1 star has returned to the arms of the goddess, his fighting spirit will be remembered forever appeared, he still as usual reported 2 fallen. At least must get 2 survivors. Result needless to discuss. These guys ended their lives, therefore the next notification of S, Dek, Deka, Sigler, Chloe of fear covered them. Those named all frantically screamed, even begged. She wants us to fight monsters, I can't do it. Impossible. Anyway, with the tragic state of previous group and the mystery behind the door, no one is in panic. Suddenly, he stepped forward and proposed, I will also fight. Is rejected, voice a bit hot due to stubbornness and cowardice of newcomers. What? No place for you, get off the way. Jenna was apprehensive at the reckless action of the guy. Is Eren always like that? He sighed, finally opened mouth to negotiate, consider putting Eren as team member. He lacks combat experience, so that's not bad. Obviously, adding one person isn't a big problem, so this proposal quickly sent to Master Eren 1 star wants to join Team 3, do you allow? Is no, Eren. He softly called, tip, sometimes heroes will want to join battle, they will reveal higher ability in matches above, ignoring newbie guide notification. He reminded, helping his god, but don't become a president like me. I understand, he replied, then just turned away leaving. Meanwhile, she stretched several times, bored, complaining, I want to go back to eat rice so much. I ate nothing but potatoes since coming here because of this damn master. He warily looked at her, didn't expect she could rudely speak bluntly like that, thinking to himself, I don't know if she knows judging situation or not. He looked at blue sky, white clouds above, saying aimlessly, sky is so blue, he's watching us. Like how God watches the world, making her startle. Thought speaking bad behind back, but was heard all completely. Exposed, finished. He had heart to comfort. Don't worry, he must be very busy, not having time to eavesdrop on each person. He said one thing but thought another. He won't hear us. I'm sure it will be modified and reduced before being forwarded to Master Is. And sure enough, trivial notifications like Jenna 1 star, dissatisfied about food, Han 1 star, dissatisfied about food appeared on Master's game screen. After a while, notification appeared, stage completed. He quickly asked, no mishaps. How many goblins did you kill, Eren? He led the group out, body stained with blood. However, unlike everyone, his mental state was no different than before, entering contrary to the dazed appearance of teammates. Only one, he replied. Hearing that, he finally felt relieved. Good, alright, so you understand me. Then leisurely left saying, back to our place, is happily asked. We finally are liberated from those potatoes, right? Back to the place. Dining room decorated clean, no dust. Compared to before, truly different as heaven and abyss. Ingredients returned correct to the era living, not potatoes eating to fill like prehistoric times. Is surprisingly exclaimed, oh truly, facilities are better really. Having canteen means from now on we eat hearty food, right? Regarding this question of hers, he could only reply, just need master not to see useless people. So she danced, cheered, so we are considered treated a high-class roast lamb meal. Even he happily dreamed of a delicious eating future. I want to eat turkey, boss. Looking at the freely happy appearance, seemingly not paying much attention to his words, he awkwardly reminded them, forgot I said I would kick you guys out of useless, huh? However, delicious meat meal didn't come here, only potatoes. He glibly justified, have spices but ingredients only have potatoes. He slightly glanced at the person only knowing to talk. This guy claimed to be a chef, but information board appeared on his head. The person fearfully worrying one day the lie will be exposed. Dawn 1 star, Naval, EXP 0 by 10. Occupation, apprentice, strength 11 by 11. Intelligence 12 by 12.
Vitality 4 upon 12. Agility 10 upon 10. Skill none. He doesn't even have cooking skills. Is there no one having cooking skills? He painfully wondered and then asked, you are Chloe, right? She was stunned when named. Me? He designated, now she will be the one cooking. She was quite worried when named for new position because that equals making enemies with the old chef. However, it's done. Selection notification appeared. Do you want to designate Chloe 1 star as chef? Don 1 star will lose his position. Yes. No, of course. Choice given is yes. He panicked, begged, wait, let me do it again, once more. You're quick-witted. But should choose which lie easier to hide. This would be the only time I overlook. He warned. Soon new meal was displayed on table. 3 salty dishes, 1 soup dish. Jenna didn't spare compliments. Delicious, really. I didn't know potatoes have so many diverse flavors. She shyly explained, that's because I seasoned a lot of spices. Picking up a piece of potato, he slowly said, while eating, listen. I won't repeat again. You can repeat my words for the next newbies. That is if don't want to wander around then see death. Inside momentarily silent. Someone hesitantly asked, is that true? His excitedly stirred up atmosphere. I also never fought before coming here. Alright, cooperate together. Ken realized belongs to type extrovert, dislike being constrained and lonely and asked, so both of us will do other jobs. He affirmed, Enoch Chloe, 2 people will be carpenter and chef, 2 people will help us in other ways. Realizing his situation more and more critically, he stuttered, said, I can help with carpentry too. He warned, if this is a lie again, I will propose you as the first sacrifice for synthesis. I think you will make perfect material. So he shut up immediately, didn't dare make a sound after that. True that non-combatants have higher capability of survival, but don't be too subjective. There is only a certain number of positions, so if summoning someone more talented than you, then you will have to continue fighting. That's considered a reminder for them. Continue trying simultaneously also to let others not be jealous then cause difficulties for each other. Quite nice surrounded the village. Next day, my boring daily life was disturbed perturbed a bit. Only 3 people? He asked, specifically Jid, Hansen and Dick, 3 teenagers participating in training. She cheered. I bet the rest are finding place to hide in panic. Anyway, better than first weeks. He accepted fate. I'm bored of fighting with Aaron. Changing a bit is also good. Mentioning me, they never run out of things to say. Aaron is a bad example because now the kids start calling me boss. Stat difference between us is about 7 to 8. No different than comparing child with adult. I won't be able to reach this size in a short time. So if this is Earth, Jenna's archery skill when still a newbie was at level 5. Sword proficiency also at level 2. Aaron's spear technique also reached level 2 but hasn't progressed more. He is the one arriving first of training group and leaving last. Skills also don't improve quickly, maybe because age is also equal and they are quite attached to each other. With these 3 kids, each reached level 1 of swordsmanship. After long time training, they sat down on ground, panting, whispering admiringly said, "You're really strong, boss." He sincerely explained, "That is because my level is higher," making them more confused because a new word hasn't been explained. Level, huh? Although not preaching much, but they're not to the point of criticizing, let alone compared to lazy adults not enduring training. In general, not praising, not criticizing. But these kids are much better than those onions. He pretended mysterious thing, "You will know soon." Time passed fast like dog running in field. Few days later, added summoned people in teenage age. This time I didn't have to do anything. Aaron and those 3 kids handled it all. Only 1 person died in the purge. Because of that, he's had more faith in future. Population increased will increase more, he said aloud. Suddenly she asked, "But why doesn't the master go to floor 5? We cleared floor 4 long ago." That is because floor 5 is a completely different level. Of course, those words only appeared in thoughts. Outwardly, he replied for her to self-absolve. Remaining members of Team 1 haven't been designated yet. Anyway, Heavenly Secret cannot be revealed, but this number is like a boundary level that whenever related to ranking up, then even from easy to medium is a big problem for them now. In short, every 5 floors difficulty jumps. Putting it briefly, like floor containing boss. Possibility even I cannot survive. Who knows how many people will die? Even after purging and training, I don't see necessity to tell Janna. The cruelty level of difficulty starts from now. Another day passed. Currently, Master possesses formation including combatants Janna Sir, Han Yslat, Aaron Delcate, Jid, Hansen, Dick, and support NR Chloe. At this time, at floor B, Conquest Mission, objective wipe out enemies, group of harpies are waiting ready above to scoop up his group. Hansen put the shield forward, heroically shouted, "Relying on you guys." Han Yslat stood behind, crossing 2 arms in front of chest, calmly reminded, "Calm down. You hold shields, usually don't need to attack." Swordsman and archer stand right behind already. They closed eyes, rushed forward, strong mouth saying, "Weak also have weak's way of fighting." Responding to them were sharp claws of monsters ceaselessly attacking. That is through arranging defensive formation. It seems they are weaker, only can use shield to block, but everyone coordinated very rhythmically. Aaron stood behind, holding spear, observing situation. He 100 shots, 100 hits, aimed straight at a monster, stabbing it bloody, using strength of whole group instead of an individual. On this side, Han Yslat still stood outside watching situation. He pondered, "I didn't participate. I have enough strength to pass this stage, but if I join in, they won't be able to practice arranging formation." Very quickly, system notified passing stage. Jid Hansen leveled up, MVP Janna, loot 2000 into 2, iron ore C into 1, leather C. The group winning was extremely overjoyed, but he was worried, still not knowing if mission stage 5 is what. Surely there will be few stages I cannot pass myself. Digger cheerfully put arms around shoulders of his 2 teammates, asking how was it. Jid proudly said, "What do you mean? Easy, right?" Janna standing over here also smiled, praising, "Not bad at all." Han Yslat just slightly nodded, "Yeah, master plays more and more." In the second extent spin, he received a blacksmith and a leather worker to activate smithy. Blacksmith, leather worker and carpenter work together to create equipment, mostly as swords and shields, rank E. They are divided equally for newly summoned heroes and help them survive better significantly. Main team received higher equipment and 3 people fighting not very well were merged together. They are those who didn't bother coming to training ground, but all they finding ways to hide. Don was also among them, a person who lied about his occupation. Few days later, Jid showed impatience saying, "Today we still go floor 4 only? I want to go to next stage." Han Yslat glanced at Jid asking, "You mean today we go stage 5? She panicked, replied perfunctorily, "Probably." Janna hearing that was extremely surprised. "Huh? We go floor 5? Really?" He stepped forward stating, "This time will be a bit different. Calm is good, but too calm then your heads will fall off without knowing when." Others quickly responded in unison, "Yes sir," and stirred. Suddenly, a blue-white light source appeared at an old and ancient tower. Atmosphere extremely desolate, gloomy.
Inside, silent to scary point. Architectural buildings also crumbled apart. Han Yslat's group arrived. Aaron impatiently turned, saying, "Brother, don't see any monster." Han Yslat calmly ordered, "We will go into middle of the city and examine situation first. Arrange formation." Everyone obeyed instantly. "Yes, sir." He looked outside, exclaiming, "Whole city empty," saying, "No shadow of any monster. Here also no civilians. This is not conquest mission." Suddenly pointing forward, wide-mouthed, shouting, "Brother, here a human took lunchbox, don't know from which era, now became dry skeleton sitting in small corner." Aaron carefully asked, "What is this place? Have houses but don't see people." Jannah also discovered abnormality. She spoke to everyone, "This is dry bloodstain. This mission is different from other missions we used to do." Han Yslat, still calm like Hanoi autumn wind, replied, "Those things are just warm up." He quickly ordered, "Jannah, can you climb up that bell tower over there?" She didn't refuse, saying yes. Jannah, with the climbing skill, in a flash reached top of the tower. He below asked up, "See anything?" She, bewildered, replied, "Oh well, whole city." After that she continued, raising eyes, expanding her vision. At this time she started sweating, saying, "I hope I'm seeing things."
Aaron, impatient, shouted, asking, "What does that mean, Grandma?" She landed, "Wait a bit, let's see." Don't know what she saw that her face at this time revealed clear fear, wondering, "Is it okay? Can we hold out?" Jenna quickly notified, "There are very many goblins outside city. Seems like they are going this direction." Han Yslat asked more, "How many?" She, terrified, screamed, "Thousands, truly very many goblins with number countless. They with red eyes, mouse craving, ceaselessly attacking towards them." Flow 5 survival mission objective: hold out after enemy attack wave. Aaron, hearing finished, also discouraged. He loudly asked back, "Thousands of goblins? Are you sure? Not seeing wrong?" Jenna helplessly replied, "Wish that was true." Han Yslat calmly said, "You can come down." Aaron still stubbornly asked, "Brother, is it possible system error?" Han Yslat glanced, reassuring him, "Don't panic. Mission is not wiping out enemies but just surviving. We just hold out with that crowd for a period of time is fine." Hansen, walking behind, wondered, "Can't hide?" Han Yslat tried pushing door into house, but system continuously showed red notification, "Cannot enter this area." He answered them helplessly, "We can't enter inside house, now only can move." Aaron, walking beside, impatiently asked, "We have to hold out how long?" He, while running, while explaining, 10 minutes. Just need to hold 10 minutes after meeting enemy is fine." He suddenly paused as if thinking of something. "Then it's not impossible. Really unlucky." At this time clock displayed remaining 30 minutes. He clearly analyzed. If a survival mission given in low stages, then survival probability of team is only 9%. He quickly reminded his teammates, "Cannot move on main route. Run into alley." Everyone obediently followed. Yes, he pondered, higher stages then no problem, but in low stages it is famous with name Hero Crusher. Rio looked around, asking, "No better place?" He patiently explained, "Every building is destroyed, so surely there'll be gaps. We don't have time to find another place." Everyone fell into dead end. Everyone readied weapon in hand, standing in fighting posture. He repeated again, "Must defend here." He continued analyzing, "Because this alley is narrow, so we will only have to fight one by one. 1,001's also fine." Those teenagers scared, wanting to pee pants, but still try responding, "Yes, we'll do our best." Han Yslat quickly outlined plan for each person. "I'll handle left side. Aaron handle right once. Gio and Hansen handle behind. Fight by turn. If not necessary, don't jump in help, but use that time to recover strength. Understood?" Before his question, everyone answered in unison, "Yes." "Done." He glanced at Jenna, saying, "Jenna, you stand middle of this three-way intersection. Try saving arrows. Without my order, don't shoot." She widened eyes, surprised, but still followed. "Yes." Han Yslat shouted, "Set up obstacles before they come. Remember clearly, if letting one side loose, we die all." Jid enthusiastically replied, "Yes, sir." He looked at time clock, then touched teeth, thinking, 30 minutes, because this is not waiting room, so time runs exactly like on Urge. Time will only start counting down when encountering goblin. At that moment, a goblin sniffed arriving. It opened mouth happily when discovering his group. Time passed quickly. Clock displayed 29 minutes 59 seconds. He angrily jumped up, the scolding, "Damn it! I haven't set up enough obstacles yet." After that, without hesitation, he delivered a strong slash toward that goblin. But not one, but others also flocked, coming like moths, making everyone panic, screaming, "They are coming!" Han Yslat raised voice, ordering, "Because they are gushing in, so use bodies of previous ones to block." Aaron, standing beside, coordinated, "Yes, understood." Just like that, one by one coming, all killed by him with just a blinding flash. But they with number crowded, ceaselessly opening, craving mouths, rushing in, making him angrily cursing, "Damn dogs!" Jenna, standing behind, asked Han, "When tired, tell me." He, while fighting, while gritting teeth, thought, "This is exactly like loot, block, then stab. They attack stupid, exactly like their silly appearance."
off. He proudly laughed gloatingly. You bastards! E/powerful chopped off goblin head. Aaron frowned. He was fighting, sweating suspiciously, asked back. Just need to hold enough 10 minutes, right? He patiently replied. Have I deceived you guys ever? Time just passed, remaining 26 minutes 48 seconds, but number
Of stupid goblins still increasing day by day. He thought, don't die meaninglessly in a place like this. Now Team 1, including Jenna, Sirai, Han Yslat, Aaron, Delka, Hhn, at a ruined city where sun peeking behind mountain, old and dusty place where a chaotic battle fierced. Raw! Face of a disgusting monster suddenly zoomed in. It opened wide, mouth revealing sharp teeth along with long tongue, looking really hideous. Hideous dead, pierced by a sword tip through head, one shot dead immediately. Han Sujin sweating profusely, two hands swinging up down continuously. He shouted ordering, Jed, switch with Han. Jed panting, while swinging sword replied, I can still hold. Han's Jean turned head angrily shouting, shut up, switch immediately. Hansen at back was ready to switch. Hans Jean frowned. He clenched teeth thinking, damn dog, my endurance is still too poor. While killing monsters while analyzing teammates' ability, these guys still at low level, moreover no skills, will quickly tire when moving too much. Amsul quickly came up with plan. One blow is enough, he silently told himself. Step by step, no excess movement, saving strength most possible, stab, slash, then stab again. Though forever thinking like that, but his hands didn't stop. Simultaneously, Hansul spoke, encouraging members. Those monsters are very weak, they are just low-class monsters on floor 1. But looking at bloodthirsty monsters swarming in front, no one could have spirit. Everyone silently screamed. But problem is, there are too many. Crowded like ants, someone helplessly asked, don't they know fear? They just rush in like wanting suicide. Hansul uttered switch again. Jid ran to Hansen and called Hansen. He also didn't hesitate but immediately replied, okay. Moment two of them switched shifts for each other is also when defense most negligent. Monsters can take advantage of gap to attack suddenly. Hyalan also thought of that. This is the most dangerous moment. Immediately he looked at Jenna and ordered Jenna assess Jid. Remember picking up arrow immediately after shooting. She wasn't ready posted long ago. Immediately when receiving order, Jenna held bow, turned shot an arrow. I waited forever. Hansel didn't forget reminding Jenna, your part also includes goblins at entrance too. Arrow pin straight into eye of a monster, intending to take opportunity attacking those two. Afraid surroundings noisy, Hyalan asked back to ensure. Hear clearly? Jenna quickly replied yes. Aaron swung spear, took down another monster and asked big brother, didn't you say 10 minutes more? Hansel didn't turn head, replied, idiot, only 5 minutes left. Raw! A monster tired of living rushed forward, but it was immediately stopped by an arrow through eye. Jenna currently very furious, plus tired because fighting continuously. She yanked the arrow just shot out of monster's eye socket, accompanied by gift of its red eyeball. Foot forcefully stepped on monster body, making blood splash. Jenna irritably said, don't come here, I'm annoyed. Suddenly a scream rang out shrilly. Aha! Jid screamed in pain when his arm was severed. Along with scream system notification also appeared. Jid, once eye is bleeding, strength will gradually decrease. Seeing situation not good, Hansel Jane immediately ordered. Jid switched with Hansen. Hansen stepped up encouraging friend to your best Jid. Hansel Jane advised don't think anything, just take place. Stop goblins. Hansen still hesitated wanting to say something, but Hansel Jane turned shouting comforting. Stop crying, when returning you will be treated. However, scene still not enough to calm Jid. Proof is another system notification appeared. Jid once die is terrified. All stats reduced by 30%. Jid while crying while trembling hugged bleeding arm and moaned, my arm, my arm. Hansel Jin didn't have free time to comfort. He swung sword killing a monster. He clenched jaw, said emphasizing each word name, Hansel Jin. Finished Hansel Jin turned kicking straight at Jid's face and shouted, trying AB. He angry to point cursing, wake up, bastard. You intend to drag all of us along. To that, receiving loving click from Captain helped Jid wake up a bit. He although still stand but stopped trying replying. Sorry. Hansel Jin spoke commanding Jenna stop bleeding for Jid. Jid remember that Hansen will die if you don't sit with him. Jid clenched teeth bearing pain replied, sob, yes. Suddenly, a black shadow taking advantage of negligence rushed behind Hansel Jin. But as experienced person, he immediately turned, sending monster to ancestors. His eyes flashed thick killing intent. After that, Hansel Jane kicked monster back behind, incidentally blocking a few intending to rush up. He cursed, go back damn dogs! But monsters seemingly drugged, they didn't know fatigue or fear. Just one in front died, 10 behind scrambled trampling on comrade gobs to rush at prey in front. A while later, Hansen shouted notifying, my sword can't hold out anymore! Hansel Jane spoke asking, Jid can go up? Jid changed hand holding sword, striving, replying, okay, I can fight.
Hansel Jane also followed approving. So switch. After that he instructed, Hansen, check your sword again. While continuing making salad of monsters while thinking, sure enough, although better than an old iron sword, RKF, but that is still just a normal iron sword. He suddenly spoke instructing, sword, even losing edge, can still be used to hit. One hand swinging sword splitting monster, one hand holding shield blocking attack from side. Hansel Jane still took opportunity saying further, and if feeling cannot use anymore, then you still have shield. He turned ordering, Jenna, switch for Aaron. Aaron persisted wanting to continue, but I can still not letting him finish sentence. Jenna used short blade rushing up feeding onions to monsters. She while slashing said, just rest when can, don't be stubborn. Hansel Jane opened wide throat shouting notifying, 3 minutes left, just need to hold for 3 minutes. However, in head thought differently, damn it, 30 minutes that long? Another turn ended, Hamjin shouted, Aaron, switch for Jenna. Seeing time that fast, Jenna a bit worried replied, okay. Aaron understood her meaning so hurriedly reassured, don't worry, 10 seconds rest is enough. 2 people over there also finished turn. Voice Hansel Jane rang clearly, Hamson, switch. Hansen held sword, advancing, replacing Jid, panicking and tired. Yes, just like just now, Hansel Jane again commanded members to assist 2 people changing shift. Jenna shooting arrow toward Hansen. Jenna a bit awkwardly looked at quiver behind back. She spoke sentence not formed. But sure enough, inside tube only remained a few arrows, too few compared to monster quantity. Nth time Hansel Jane cursed in hard. Damn it, almost out of arrows. He calmly ordered, anyway, if that side not defend in time, we also die. Just shoot all. Having his word, Jenna didn't hesitate. Immediately pulled 3 arrows shot once. She said, okay. Arrows flew then pierced into monsters, making them extremely angry. One because painful, so waved sword everywhere. It madly screamed loudly, yeah, she. Then ran past Hansen moving to back. Jade tired, gasping for breath, intending to say, switch! Hansen when last word uttered from mouth, Titch also was time monster sword stabbed into Jid's belly unexpectedly. Jid, who was just now injured, now stabbed through body, making him cough blood, eyes showing clear helplessness and horror. That monster was also one-shot headshot by Jenna. Jenna just intended to check Jid and saw him collapse to ground. She surprised exclaimed, seeing widely opened eyes and motionless body of him, Jenna panic-stricken called loudly, Jid! Notification also timely appeared. Jade 1-star fell into critical condition, life in danger. At this time, Hansel Jane completely went crazy. He continuously cursed. Damn it! Seeing his teammate dying, Jenna fell into state of panic. She didn't know what to do, so continuously asking questions. What do I do? Pull it out. Jade still had last bit of breath. He moaned, damn, pain. Jenna changed mind continuously. No, if pull out, then in front Han is also striving in despair. Wounds, blood, sweat piling on body. He begged Jid, help me a bit. Just 30 seconds more, please. On this side, another monster holding spear quickly stabbed. Hansel Jane reacted fast, timely dodge. After that, he used arm to clamp it in middle to hold tight. Next, Hansel Jane used strength of one person pushing tens of monsters back. They screamed furiously. Ugh! He ran to Hansen and said, Hansen, go handle left side. Here, let me handle. He hesitated, replied, but brother, what?
About Jid, Hans Jane didn't want Hansen losing spirit, so made up reason. He's too tired, so resting. Stop nagging, go quick. Suddenly, system rang notification. Jid returned to arms of goddess. His heroic fighting spirit will always be remembered. Hansen couldn't see notification, so he still believed Hansel Jane's words.
Yes, understood.
Hansel Jane continued rushing to kill. He advised teammate,
Jenna, Jid died really? Leave it, come here, help me.
Jenna, although didn't want but due to urgent situation, forced to listen follow.
Yes.
Monsters rushed from 4 directions, 8 sides. Hansel Jane had to take shield out to block. Arrows ran out, so Jenna had to use short sword to handle monsters. Also because so her skill also improved. System appeared notification. Skill awakening. Nudie dagger swing reached level 3. Learned skill quick move. Jenna didn't know this. She while killing monsters while asking, remaining time is how much? Hansel Jane killing non-stop. He shouted replying, I can't say in time, just kill them. Another notification appeared. Hero soul awakened in critical situation. Newbie sword and shield reached level 5. Pain tolerance level 2. Calm reached 2 levels. Reached level 3. Hansel Jane while using shield attacking while encouraging spirit. Those weird awakened things will become useless if we die here. Right this moment, Hansen screamed shrilly. Ah! An unwanted notification also appeared. Hansen is losing blood. He will lose blood from. Looking at bloodthirsty monsters waiting directly, moment he tired, immediately rushing to tear him apart in front. Hansen couldn't help trembling, calling for help. Brother, save me, please. I don't want to die here. Sob, sob, tears streaming. He used all life strength, shouting, Brother! Hansel Jane glanced, turning head, looking over. He clenched teeth, considering situation. Monsters bounced in front of Hansen. He shouted in despair, Brother, save me, please. Things already done. Hansel Jin decisively called two teammates to leave. Jenna, Aaron, move with me. Jenna and Aaron still hesitated, looking back. But what about Jin and Hansen? Hansel Jin cut in. If want to mourn them, must survive this way first. As predicted, a familiar system notification also appeared. Hansen returned to arms of goddess. Heroic fighting spirit of him will always be remembered. At a deserted and ruined small alley with brick pieces and rotten wood bars lying scattered on ground, hurried footsteps rang throughout alley. Hansen and Jaina didn't run anymore. They stopped into fighting ready posture. Jaina pessimistically asked a sentence. Will we die here? Hansel Jane hearing so immediately rejected. Don't say ominous things. After that he ordered, Jaina, climb up the wall behind, go. Jaina surprised asked back. You tell me to run alone? Hansel Jane exclaimed. What are you saying? You climbed up already, I climb after. Monsters roared chasing. Hansel Jane shouted, They arrived. He spoke loud, reminding Aaron, Don't stab. Hansel Jane swung sword, then continued, Killing one each time won't hold out. A swing sword, 3 monster heads fell down. Jaina, after climbing up fence, reached hand down, urging, I am up here, hurry up. Hands quickly jumped up. After that, he hurriedly said to his teammate below, Aaron, you go up. Jaina also support. Hold my hand here. Aaron, tired, panting. He looked up, requiring a sound. Yeah. Aaron held Jaina's hand and followed to climb up. However, he wasn't very lucky when a monster stabbed sword into his left leg while still hanging on fence, making Aaron painfully scream, Ouch! Seeing situation not good, Hansel Jin decisively jumped down, supporting simultaneously, reminding Jaina, hold tight, don't let him go. Hansel Jin glanced back behind, eye flashing certainty. He announced loudly, I will cut your leg. Saying done, Hansel Jin swung sword, aiming straight at Aaron's leg. Feeling pain from leg transmitting, Aaron closed eyes tight, extremely painfully shouted, Ah! A notification also appeared. Aaron is losing blood. He will lose blood from. Hansel Jin climbed up again and helped Jaina. He signaled, pull him up. Another notification ran. Aaron is in critical condition. His life is in danger. Hansel Jin observed monster's action, then commented, They are climbing on each other to get up here. Also smart. Jaina didn't understand his meaning, so asked back, Smart?
What do you mean? Another battle began. Because Aaron was injured, so only left Hansel Jin and Jaina fighting. Hansel Jin ordered, use Aaron's spear. Whichever comes close, stab it. Jaina quickly followed. Got it, 2 people, one using spear, one using sword, poking into monsters below. Hansel Jin reminded, prevent them climbing up here. If letting them up, then no place to run. Suddenly, Jaina panic-stricken cried out, Yes, I'll drop the spear, now what? Hansel Jin, busy making monster kebab, so briefly replied, Still can ask, use foot kick. Looking at sharp hands swarming below, Jaina felt she couldn't hold out anymore, immediately asked, Still too many, how many minutes left? I can't hold out more. Helen replied, 30 seconds more. Only 30 seconds more, Jaina exclaimed, feeling like hour passed. Hansel Jin hurriedly persuaded, I don't deceive you, just put trust in me and try holding out a bit more. Looking at timer in front, Hansel Jin silently thought, this time I didn't lie, a bit more. 0:32, suddenly a hand with sharp claws rushed. Hansel Jin's shield snatched by monsters quickly. He immediately held sword intending to hack them. Clack! Suddenly a sword unexpectedly stabbed into his belly. It was so unexpected Hansel Jin didn't timely guard. He widened eyes surprised. Monster holding sword piercing Hansel Jin was so smiling extremely smugly. Laugh last time before going to sell salt, darling. This wound touched Hansel Jin's limit. He cried out a sound, muscled. Then ignoring wound and trembling in arms, spiritedly rushed into monsters. These bastards! Monster hurriedly pulled sword out. Hansel Jin's blood sprayed like waterfall. He painfully screamed horsewise. Taking opportunity, Hansel Jin focusing all fighting spirit on Goblin in front. Goblin standing beside immediately used sword stabbing straight into his belly, making him painfully shout one sound, Ugh! After that, extremely angry, trembling screamed, Bastards! Right this moment, Goblin suddenly pulled sword out, making him once again painfully scream, full of misery. After that, knelt on ground and used hand-holding wound. System seeing that, immediately appeared notification, Han is losing blood, he will lose blood from... Same time, on Jenna's side, she currently also being attacked and losing quite a lot blood.
After a while battling decisively with goblins, System again appeared and notified, Jenna is losing blood, she will lose blood from... Han Yslat bowed head despairing, silently thinking, doomed, could it be I here? At stage 5, just only stage 5, really unfair. I don't understand why myself encountered many obstacles like that. On Earth this wouldn't happen, why me, why? Thinking to hear, eyes of Han Yslat suddenly changed. It suddenly flashed and showed clearly ferocity inside. Next, he speedily used sword, slashing straight down onto goblin in front and furiously shouted sentence, bastards! After that, while furiously using sword, massacring them while thinking, not done yet, I just at stage 5, impossible to have that matter. While goblins coincidentally together rushed up like swarm of moths rushing into fire, Han Yslat also quickly swung sword countering them. Seeing a goblin rushing to his place with very fast speed, so Han Yslat immediately swung sword, slashing straight into its body, then silently determined in heart, dying in place like this. He just thought finished sentence, also time its head fell to ground. He aggressively glared at them, then gritted voice ordering, come here, dogs! System suddenly appeared notification, awakening skill. Han learned skill, fury. While observing them, Han Yslat silently thought, even breathing is difficult? My body is screaming in pain. But next angrily shouted, you want to kill me? Fine, come all at once, bastards. After that silently affirmed in heart, even breaking sword, I won't fall. Then madly used sword rushing to massacre all of them, until sword in his hand because unable to bear series of continuous attacks broke. Then he suddenly thought even if sword shattered, next stepped forward after that silently guaranteed I also won't stop fighting. Moment Han Yslat prepared to advance in fight live death with goblins was also...
Time countdown clock returned to 0 minutes. All actions of them right now also immediately stopped, including arm preparing to grasp handsome face. His person also speedily stopped action. They now like bunch of dolls wearing ugly faces inanimate standing surrounding them. Jenna saw that extremely surprised, while Aaron closing tight 2 eyes waiting for arm with set of sharp claws of some goblin preparing to scratch face. But he didn't know currently that arm completely froze. Right now, System suddenly appeared and showed notification. Past stage, Han, Jenna and Aaron leveled up. MVP Han, loot 5000 times, 1 iron ore rank C times 3, leather rank C times 2, wood plank rank B. Congratulations master, you passed stage 5, unlock dungeon, daily gather material and try strengthening hero in waiting room. Group hearing finished immediately dropped weapons in hand down. While Han Yslat still stood stunned at place and trying to inhale, exhale, Aaron tiredly lay flat on ground. As for Jenna, after a while dazed, she suddenly closed 2 eyes and while laughing few sounds, ah ha ha. Seeing Han Yslat keep sinking in disbelief, so Jenna reached hand out and low-voiced suggested, can you help me up? I'm exhausted, can't stand up. She doubtfully asked, we still alive? He quickly held her hand then replied, yeah. After that, speedily pulled her up and said, waiting room is erecting, so surely we passed page. She couldn't help exclaiming, stage 5 that hard? If like that, then he continued, no, this time is exception. System arranged ready that if one person falls, others will fall too. We shouldn't have fallen into situation fish dead net torn like that. If I upgraded more for Jed and Hansen, later if team trained well, won't be that hard. Unlucky encountering this type of mission while still weak. She bowed head, low voice replied, I understand. After that, silent, not saying anything more. Seeing Han Yslat's group successfully pass stage and came out, Dika ran to and praised, you did very well. After that, smiling asked, big sister Chloe prepared delicious food. Jed and Hansen still inside? He sorrowfully low voice replied, they sacrificed already. He stunned asked back, huh? He deep voice repeated, they died already. He hearing finished this bad news only knew standing stunned at place full disbelief. Suddenly this time sound of notification rang. Master is calling name. Whoever called please step out. Team 1, Jenai, Han Yslat, Aaron Del Caro successfully passed stage. As for Jid and Hansen's cards currently are 2 lines. Dead in battle. Dead in battle. In gloomy room, 4 side stone walls, only 1 door. Hansel Jen entering inside slumped onto bed, burying head into soft mattress. He told himself not intending to cry for fallen ones, because as part of Vanguard climbing tower, death is common thing. But now thinking back, did I learn skill fury really?
Thinking about things just past, he also startled himself. He assumed calm and fury cannot exist parallel together. This 100% is error system. Calm helps me keep lucidity. Fury abandons it. In return, my strength skyrockets. Maybe that is related to fact that I am a master but also a hero. Han Yslat still didn't bother turning. He tiredly thought, not clear, but today I don't want to think about this. Closing tired eyes, Han Yslat told himself, from tomorrow I will be busy, so today just lie resting. Han Yslat sank into deep sleep. Outside, wind blowing, wrestling gently. Early morning at training area, coal still not dissipated, but there was a hot power source appearing here. Jenna burning, holding knife, practicing here, body sweating. Han Yslat walked behind her back, wondering, usually you arrive later than me because you wake up late. Why today different? Jenna replied briefly, I don't want to die. Han Yslat thought, yesterday she learned new skill. Added to that, she has talent and hardworking. As for Aaron, experienced many things but didn't learn any skill. Thinking here, Han Yslat silently sighed. He also took off shirt to do push-ups, lifting whole body by 2 hands. He reminded himself only going up 5 points each training, also nothing surprising. I only reached 3 stars. Currently, info board of Han Yslat as follows: Han Yslat level 9, XP 54 by 70, occupation newbie, strength reached 23 out of 23, intelligence reached 11 out of 11, vitality reached 21 out of 21, agility reached 21 out of 21. Skills include newbie sword swing, newbie shield hold level 5, pain resistance level 2, calm level 3, fury level 1. Han Yslat saw stats hit peak. He surely will soon reach level 10, highest level for 1-star hero. I must soon aim for ranking up to 2 stars. But he stopped. Movement, push up. What are you doing? Han Yslat, dissatisfied, asked Jenna. Jenna didn't answer. She took hand, sweeping on his abs with interested face, then exclaimed admiringly, looking tasty, huh? Han Yslat couldn't lean back, helplessly shouted, take hand off. Jenna stood up pouting, said, I didn't wear it out. Han Yslat shyly put shirt on, uncomfortably said, it will wear out. He extremely disappointed in heart more, looking more unbelievable she's like that. Han Yslat, very confused, experienced yesterday's matter and she still has silly actions like that. Jenna stood still, welcoming wind. She looked around a while. She guessed seemingly Aaron won't come. Han Yslat replied with cold voice, ignore him, probably moping in room. He's close with those 3 people. Jenna bowed, head rubbing chin, gloomy. Usually waking up early training is right thing to do. Voice Han Yslat escaped with sadness. Dika also liked that. Those 2 light training. Saying finished, he glanced sideways to that corner, disdainfully said, not like those guys, half-hearted extremely. In a corner, those soldiers swinging swords in perfunctory clumsy way. Han Yslat hated said, they are busy avoiding being synthesized, only training of master plays. Thinking here, Han Yslat added regret. Jid and Hansen also had potential. If I nurtured them more, those 2 would be very useful. He annoyedly said, 2 people sacrificed yesterday should have been some of them, not there. Jenna saw him about to explode from anger, so she forced smile, said, let's train. A male voice rose behind 2 of them. Sorry, I'm late. It's Ad. He spoke with frowning, sad face. You seem to feel guilty, right? If I could be stronger a bit. Then Han Yslat coldly comforted, they couldn't pass that stage because they were too weak. Not your fault. And Han Yslat looked up at sky, thinking vaguely, already 1 month passed since I came to this world. It so seems like 10 days on Earth. I can feel everything happening in this world better. Usually one past, I logged in 3 times a day, morning, noon, evening, and the game to see developments possible happening therein. Simultaneously reference ways passing different tower floors depending difficulty. Formation and scale of each character in the team to make decisions by each time. A loud voice interrupted train of thought of Han Yslat. His raised face to sky, smiling proudly. Everyone seems doing well. Look at Han's example, he survived perfectly in floor 5. Master's very satisfied about him. Jenna looked as rude gesture of instant whispered in Han Yslat's ear, asking, she seems being attention to you, right? Han Yslat didn't answer her. The secret is walk to lazy people shouting. As for you guys, train hard, not always lacking. Rely on ability to survive. Han Yslat saw her acting too unsightly, so tried reducing presence significantly. Quietly finding a corner, he told himself, best I should avoid a wide. Systems I notified team initialized. Han Yslat and Louise gallantly over. System cheerfully said to them, friends, space dungeon opened. Let's prepare. Janet confused and worried us. Those 3 I don't know. Fire arrangement like this. Han Yslat reassured her. Don't worry, many times fighting will know each other. He knows wanting to survive must have flexible adaptability. 5 of them went into dungeon. A man in the team kept fearfully looking around. On last door appeared lines of information. A dungeon party would renew daily. Daily dungeon collecting rare materials. Forest Kinto, 11 o'clock simple lock unlocked. Han Yslat crowd stands observing exactly as I predicted. Unlocked, teammate worriedly asked Han Yslat, we fight with you? Han Yslat asked him, what is your name? The man replied, my name is Owen. He spoke straight. Currently as strength, what helped much? Han Yslat calmed
him. Don't worry, you guys won't have to fight much. Dungeon door flashed, whole team taken inside. System notified whole server. Team 4 entered daily dungeon. Forest Kendo with difficulty. Super easy. They will return after collecting enough materials. System provided a tip. Dungeon type will change by each day. Remember checking carefully. Jenna warily looked around wondering, where enemies? Could it be special mission like stage 5? Han Yslat quietly walked to, pinched Jenna's cheek to wake up, so she stopped talking nonsense. Jenna uncomfortable snapped, what is it? Han Yslat, face unchanging said, funny, what's wrong? Jenna more angry, she said, I don't find funny. Han Yslat bent down, picking a stone. He started presenting, this is place called Daily Dungeon, a place to collect materials. He not finished speaking, then Jenna interrupted him, tremblingly pointing at a colorful gate, asking, so what is this? Han Yslat replied, trash can. No, actually can consider this cart. When Han Yslat threw stone into gate, system immediately notified. Han collected trash, rank F. Tip, trash is unnecessary thing, throw it away. Han Yslat said to members, collect whatever material, then just put into it, like tree branch for example. Saying finished, he also handily broke a branch. Han Yslat guided. After that, it will be stored in our warehouse, used to make items. He put branch into cart. System immediately updated. Han collected branch. System gave suggestion. Tip, 100 branches will create wood plank, but must have carpenter to convert. Owen, astonished, asked back, that's it? Jenna, seeing that happy, asked Han Yslat, we only need to do that? No need to fight anything? Han Yslat coldly said, you are different. Follow me hunting. Jenna clicked tongue, extremely disappointed. Titch, thought forever, I newly get light work. What we hunt, boar, deer or rabbit? Now we get meat, right? Han Yslat didn't answer, just silently led away. Walking a while, two people saw a deer grazing under shimmering sunlight, looking like a spirit animal painting. Jenna looked ruling. She excitedly said, scene prey, meat, wait for me. Han Yslat silently threw her a disgusted look. An arrow shot straight into neck of deer. It screamed painfully. Jenna ran to deer, looking at fresh dead deer, exclaimed, looks too tasty. Han Yslat asked, do you know how to butcher it? Jenna raised knife replied, of course yes. How long have I lived like this? Jenna skillfully stood belly of deer, blood flowing like stream. She started guiding. After letting blood flow out all like that, then skin it and cut off organs. Han Yslat had bit horror in heart. Girl always happily laughing talking. Turns out also has cold blood part. Killing meat, not shaking hand. Han Yslat told Jenna to take care getting then putting pile of materials into space gate. Don't miss any. Jenna, face full of blood, raised head up. Seeing him intending to leave, then wondered, where you going? Han Yslat replied, hunting, where else? I'm also bored of eating potatoes to neck. After that, Han Yslat walked fast alone a while. He found a big waterfall, surrounding 100 flowers blooming, extremely beautiful. Han Yslat looked at countdown clock, remaining about 30 minutes. After time ends, whole team will automatically be summoned back. He directed eyes forward, a herd of beasts bowing head drinking water by a lake. There's a leader beast looking different from others. Found it. Han Yslat silently rejoiced. Han Yslat needed find exactly Forest King is a rare monster only appearing when in forest dungeons. Its low ranks attribute stone is used as material for ranking up. Not always killing monster finishes drops it. Very easy finding area with estimated high drop. Han Yslat dashed running to. Deer heard noise, raised head looking. It sliced flying head when not timely identifying what. Another deer seeing human attack immediately rushed to intending use horns but dead intruder. Han Yslat jumped high, swung many slashes. That deer sliced into many pieces. Forest King advanced to Han Yslat with anger sky high. Atmosphere surrounding it became extremely heavy. Han Yslat mocked past it. Your lovers died all. Feel annoyed? Forest King hearing finished, face became more grimacing. Han Yslat raised suit pointing at it, full challenging sent, come here. Note: Monday, Tuesday open Isananta Mine, Daily Dungeon. Wednesday, Thursday Forest Kendo. Friday, Saturday Highlands.
Sunday, all dungeons are open. The forest was quiet when it was disturbed by panicked screams. The people gathering firewood from Han Yslat's team all looked terrified as if they had seen a ghost and screamed, "Oh my god, it's a monster, a monster!" Owen was also infected by the fear of those around him. He turned back, squinted to look closely for a moment, then hesitated. "No, it's not," he exclaimed in surprise when he saw the dirty-faced young man in front of him. "Are you Han?" Han Yslat was carrying the head of the Forest King, his other hand carrying a bowl of its blood. He asked them uncomfortably, "Don't recognize me?" Han Yslat threw the Forest King's head on the ground. In the Forest King's soulless eyes, a tear still lingered at the corner. Perhaps it had been finished off very painfully. Jenna gaped in surprise when she saw the trophy in front of her. How can there be such a big deer? Han Yslat grumpily said, "I'm very tired, so give me a hand." While sitting and resting, Han Yslat asked how many she caught. Jenna was collecting king's blood and casually said, "2 deer and 1 boar. Everyone in the waiting room can eat as much as they want." She looked at the Forest King's head disappointedly and asked, "But why did you bring its head back? It's not tasty or anything." Han Sejin explained, I couldn't cut its antlers off. Jenna, while butchering, discovered an interesting point. Now looking closely, I noticed, even though it's a female, it has antlers. Han Sejin asked in surprise, just looking at the head and you can determine if it's male or female? Jenna answered proudly, of course, I've lived in here for so long. The system happily announced, Character Skill Awakening. Jenna has acquired the Vet-in Forest Hunter skill. Han Sejin saw this and felt a bit of admiration. She reached Awakening again. Han Sejin secretly predicted, surely she will rank up easily. He held the attribute stone obtained after defeating the Forest King to admire. This is a low-grade wind attribute stone rank D. An attribute stone filled with the aura of the forest can be used to craft items and rank up heroes. After the time was up, the team returned to the waiting room. Thanks to their hunting, the waiting room today, instead of having to eat potatoes, was treated to a table full of hearty meat. Everyone cheered happily. Oh, meat, how long has it been since we ate meat? Jenna nudged Han Sejin happily and said, seems like everyone is very excited. They ate the whole deer already? Han Sejin just coldly said, if you're done eating, then follow me. Daily Dungeon. This is a system where the dungeon location changes depending on the day of the week. Mon, Tuesday, Madhesaranta, Wednesday, Kendis Forest, Friday, Saturday, Smiro Highlands, Sunday, Dungeon Open. Today's location is Smiro Highlands, a dungeon to collect more attribute stones. Han's temporary team. Jenna is entering Smiro Highlands with super easy difficulty. Jenna wondered, but does collecting materials make me stronger? Han Sejin explained, if you want to get stronger, you need to find something called attribute stones. We came here to find them. Jenna walked to the cliff. The sunset sunlight drooped down, the leaves swayed gently in the wind. Before her eyes was a vast forest below the cliff. The whole sky was now dyed a beautiful caramel yellow-brown color. Cool breezes blew towards her, making her hair sway with the wind. Jenna called, Han Sejin, look at the scene, the wind is cool too. Han Sejin approached the cliff. He unconsciously looked down. Hanging on the cliffs were red flowers growing on a bit of barren soil. Han Sejin was extremely surprised. Tree of life? He was extremely happy inside. I used to see it in a drawing. They are the main ingredient to create healing potions. Later I should collect them. After stopping to admire the scenery for a while, the two continued deep into the forest. One sword, one bow teamed up to fight a huge wolf. Their rhythmic combination defeated the wolf. Jenna looked at the dead wolf before her eyes and screamed in extreme joy. We are strong enough to beat a wolf. Han Sejin still kept a cold expression and said, we don't know if other ones can smell the blood here, so hurry up. Yeah. Jenna took a knife to process the prey. Jenna confusedly asked Han Sejin how to handle its fangs and claws. Main said pull them all out and keep them separate. He was busy admiring the attribute stone collected when killing the wolf. It is a low-grade wind attribute stone rank D. An attribute stone filled with the aura of the forest can be used to craft items and rank up heroes. Jenna's hands continuously gouged out the wolf's organs, mouth exclaiming, it's so pink here. Han Sejin looked at her.
Mouth and hands acting in contrast disgustedly reminded, wipe all the blood off your body before saying that. Jenna said with a bit of regret that, I wish it was always like this, hunting and gathering herbs, having food and sleeping under a roof. She suddenly realized something, told Han Sejin, oh, if Master wasn't here it would be paradise. Han Sejin heard and stiffened, extremely horrified inside. Hey, I am the old Master. Jenna complained, I wish Master never came. Han Sejin heard that and was suspicious. Do the people in Niflheim think so too? Also thinking it's best if Master doesn't come? Thinking of this, a feeling of disgust rose in his heart. He glanced provingly at Jenna. You don't want to fight? Han Sejin reminded, fighting on the front line is not just that. There are many things to do. Stop dreaming. Jenna saw Han Sejin nagging and lecturing, so asked back, are you planning to take me somewhere else? If the situation gets better, then what more could I wish for? Everything is truly exhausting. Han Sejin heard and was extremely surprised by her answer. So Jenna also really wants to advance. He gave a satisfied smile. Looks like he misunderstood Jenna. A few days later in a forest, the sun shone shimmering on the early dewdrops still remaining on the leaves. Glow 6 mission exploration, objective explore a strange location. This time Han Sejin's group has Jenna, Aaron and a new person. Take his joining team 1. He greeted the team extremely enthusiastically, looking forward to working with everyone. Aaron looked around and saw something strange. He guessed, it seems today we can't enter the daily dungeon. Han Sejin wondered, scouting, huh? Another rare mission. Aaron was scared, face covered in sweat, asked Han Sejin, brother, I don't see enemies. Will it be like stage 5? Han Sejin, seeing his panicked appearance, was a bit annoyed. He reminded, don't be loud, everyone crouch down and don't alert the enemy. When looking back, seeing the other 3 lying face down on the ground, Han Sejin was both angry and amused. I'm grumpy, I said, crouch down, what lie flat like that? He reassured Aaron. Seems like there's nothing here. We will successfully pass the stage if meeting enough conditions. Aaron's facial muscles gradually relaxed, responding yes. Walking in the forest for a while, they saw 3 goblins sitting together gossiping.
They are level 8 goblins. Jenna whispered, do we have to kill them? She suddenly paused, reminding, wait, they have a horn, so that means they can call allies to help. Han Segin looked up asking Jenna, who was standing on a tree branch holding binoculars observing. He asked, Jenna, do you see anything else? Jenna predicted there seems to be a goblin village nearby. She jumped down to report that they gathered a bunch there, probably about 100 or so. Han Segin turned on suspicion mode. He told his teammates, looks like they are trying to trap us. They will ambush if we rush into battle without scouting carefully. Han Segin ordered. Kiana stood the goblin sitting on the right. Aaron, you just throw the spear, the goblin I drive in. The other two nodded in unison, obeying. Okay. Han Segin turned to Dick, who was extremely tense. He instructed, if anything happens, then jump in, help us. Dick tried to suppress his trembling, responding yes. Jenna fired an arrow flying with wind-tearing speed. One goblin was headshot. The other sitting next to it screamed in horror. While it focused on the kill, again Aaron quietly walked up, swung his spear, piercing the unlucky goblin's brain. The remaining goblin was Kama. It took out the horn, intending to blow it, and a black shadow flashed right next to it. A heroic slash swept across. The last head left a neck. Han Segin said to it, I won't let you call reinforcements. At this time, the system notification appeared. Stage cleared. MVP's Han Segin reward includes 5,000 gold. Dick bewildered and done. Done already? Han Segin coldly replied, not yet. Saying so, he quickly dashed forward. I'll go check a bit. Han Segin silently thought there will be a clue about the next stage in here. Since it's an exploration mission, no way there is only one task. Even if missions are decided randomly, it doesn't mean I can't calculate beforehand. At the same time, deep inside the forest, there was a strange village glowing with firelight. Inside, goblins aggressively pulled chained wild wolves. Han Segin, sneaking behind, noticed a goblin village. He wondered, is it crowded? At this moment, a goblin suddenly detected something. It looked
through the gap and caught a strange blue light. At the same time, the members found Han Segin. Jenna worriedly asked, why did you run off alone? Han Segin replied, I wanted to check around that area. He silently pondered. There were times I found hints in the main dungeon. The mission chain started with an exploration mission named Flow. What Flow means here, I haven't understood yet. He wondered if what he just saw could suggest anything. Really annoying. Han Segin stroked his chin in thought. Not yet time for the flow to appear. This time is earlier than I thought. Just then Chloe ran over calling, Mr. Han, big problem already, she said tremblingly. Some people look quite strange. Arrived. Han Segin coldly said, this isn't the first time. Chloe then recounted the situation. These people are different from the previous ones. They carry weapons and the atmosphere is also very strange. Han Segin glared with killing intent, then hissed, here they come. He still remembered vividly that group summoned high-class heroes. Suddenly, a series of notifications appeared. A link to the Wolfmane Mercenary Guild has been created. You see that the link between the 5 summoned ones and yourself is a very tight link. Tip: when one spin gets many heroes, rarely summon heroes who knew each other before. When arranging into a team, it is best to let them fight individually to unleash full power. Han Segin softly asked, did Master use money? Isdun replied, that's right, he bought the newbie summon pack for $50, 2,500 gems and 50,000 gold, Seeing that, Han Segin thought, so these people were sent by the premium summon pack. If it were me, I would have spun before passing stage 5 and combined them all into one team. He gently instructed, Chloe, go back to the kitchen. They won't eat you, just a bit unusual. Then Han Segin loudly said, dismiss the team. No matter how special the newcomers are, nothing much changes. Hearing that, Aaron couldn't help but be shocked. The next day, the street looked unusually empty. Across the street, there was a long-haired girl leaning against the wall with an extremely cool appearance. Pitch black hair flying in the wind with sharp eyes. Suddenly, Jenna rudely ran over calling, hello. The black-haired girl confusedly replied, hello. Jenna actively introduced, I am Jenna Seed. What is your name? The black-haired person replied, my name is Edie's Gallon. Jenna casually advertised a handsome guy here. A bit grumpy but quite kind. Han Segin was so embarrassed, he wanted to find a hole to crawl into. He quitted his voice reminding, shut up! At this moment, the information of the girl in front appeared. Edie's Gallon, level 1 with experience 0/10. Occupation is thief. Strength 13/13, vitality 14/14, agility 17/17. Skills include newbie dagger swing level 3, newbie archery level 1, quick move level 1. Seeing that, Han Segin thought, just as I predicted, because she's a 3-star hero, she already has an occupation, a typical thief. Strength and vitality are weak, but agility is high. Seems she uses daggers more than bows. Now he spoke up asking, you said your name is Edith? I want to talk to you a bit. Is now okay?
A moment later, Chloe quickly served 2 cups of water. Edith softly asked, "You understand this place well?" Han Sejin replied, "There are a few things I know, but not always. How about you?" he probed. "Do you remember how you came here?" Edith softly said, "I don't know either. One thing I know is," Edith recounted the situation, "I was summoned to fight, that's all. The more I try to remember, the more my head hurts like being hit by a hammer." Han Sejin pressed, "Do you understand anything about synthesis or other things?" Edith unconsciously muttered, "Synthesis, sacrifice a card to strengthen another card." Seeing that, Han Sejin thought, the amount of information they know relies on the rank when summoned. He spoke, "Looking at your clothes, I can guess you used to be a mercenary." Edith honestly said, "I used to be a part of Wolfmane Mercenary Guild." Hearing that, Jenna immediately showed interest. "Wolfmane?" Edith whispered, "Cool name. I remember being on a mission in Hansi, but when I woke up, I was here." Han Sejin thought, based on her being a 3-star hero, she must be someone who is a higher rank than other mercenaries. Evan, Jaken, Edie's gallant Brianin, even though she's also a mercenary, she's still different from one bed because she's a 2-star hero. Now Jenna clasped her hands with glittering eyes. "Wonderful, sounds cool." Before her hospitality, Eris was momentarily confused. "Really?" she whispered. But now suddenly a voice rang out. "Evan, Jaken, Wei, Benin, Eris, Master is calling you guys. Go out quickly." Hans Hedgen pointed outside and softly said, "You and your friends are being called out to the square." At this moment, a tall, dark man, don't know if smelly or not, loudly asked, "Who is it?" He aggressively shouted, "Who is calling my name?" Now Edis stood up and softly said, "Seems Master's calling us, let's go." On the other hand, the man gnawing a piece of meat then hissed, "It's been a long time since I tasted meat. I want to see what that guy's face looks like." Then he turned away leaving, not forgetting to slam the door, acting cool. Seeing that, Chloe worriedly spoke up. "That person said he wanted to eat meat and took the whole leg. That part, if cooked carefully, is enough for 5 mouths." Hans Sejin also stood up and softly said, "Then have to tell him to return it. Let's go to the square." Jenna immediately got into ready position. Now the system displayed notification. Team 5 will change name to Wolfmane Arrangement Team Selection is drag and drop heroes. Blink of an eye, new notification appeared, adding heroes to Wolfmane. Evan, Jaken, Wei, Benin, Eris, Gallen, 3 stars, has been selected as leader of Wolfmane. Owen worriedly cried out, "They look very strange. They carry weapons. I also hold weapons," he tremblingly said. "But I just have a feeling." Hans Sejin continued, "That they are bad guys, huh?" Owen immediately replied, "That's right." Hans Sejin thought, "This noise is nothing yet." At this time, Eris cheerfully called out, "Come on, rookies, come in. Master is waiting for you." Evan coldly replied, "No one." Jaken beside face full of aggression, "Just to our best." Hans Sejin thought they might not look like bad guys, but they're also very strong. He softly asked Jenna, "What do you think?" "Edis seems gentle," Jenna replied, "but I am not sure about the others." Hans Sejin crossed arms asking clearly, "So what do you want me to do? Protect you guys?" Owen softly said, "We would be very grateful to you." Hans Sejin bluntly asked, "For free?" Owen startled, confused. "That matter? Are you very strong?" Hans Sejin smirked, speaking, "Isn't it that just before you guys looked down on training? Why now coming to ask for help from me? If they look so strong, then kneel down and beg them. Isn't that the survival tactic you guys often use?" He thought, "Ignore Aaron. This bunch is not even equal to Dick. Usually they neglect training and eat all the meat Jenna hunted. They could have learned to trade from Chloe or another artisan. These guys just pretend to be trying just to avoid being synthesized." Hans Hedgen glared with killing intent and gritted his voice, saying, "Get out of my sight before I go crazy." Hans Hedgen glared, killing intent without concealment radiated around. He gritted his voice, threatening, "Get lost before I go crazy." That guy named Owen jumped in panic at Hans Hedgen's powerful pressure, sweat pouring like rain. Hans Hedgen Scoop stood still, watching the failures crumbling away when gaining no benefit. Hans Hedgen looked at Aaron, who was sorrowful, and advised Aaron, while you were on the brink of death due to blood loss, they just lazily your head down sleeping, no need to pity at all." Then he looked at the scratched face and a swollen eye of Dick and asked, "You just fought, right?" The boy just received healing from the lounge innocently asked back, "How do you know?" Hans Hedgen was a bit helpless, explaining, "Your eye is swollen big like a mountain like that, who wouldn't know?" Aaron quickly spoke up to rescue, just as Faran match requested by himself. Hans Hedgen actually already knew this would happen, so he simply replied, "Well, I understand, go inside and rest." Hans Hedgen glanced at the girl pretending to be innocent standing whistling beside and asked, "And why did you follow?" Just then, notification dungeon completion rang out, stage clear. 5 people of Wolfmane group walked out together, Jaken holding a large axe, laughing arrogantly, saying, "Just a bunch of shrimps." The squinty-eyed Wei also laughed along. "Goblin styles play, how can they make attack for me?" Evan's eyes suddenly flashed dangerous light. He sternly asked, "Who are you?"
Responding to him was a mocking smile from Han Yslat's position. Who am I? He sarcastically continued.
That's not your business, Jaken shouted loudly. You dare be so rude, young brat? Jenna, also not yielding, replied, due to you guys being impolite first. Wei gruffly asked, who is this woman? Two captains didn't care about the argument over there. Evan politely introduced himself. I am Evan, leader of Wolfmane Mercenary Squad. And Han Yslat also replied with the name in this game, Yslat Han. Evan observed Han Yslat carefully, then probed, having weapons on you, you are also mercenary. Han Yslat casually answered, no, just a farmer. Evan frowned. Surely he also doubted the truthfulness of this answer. Evan disbelievingly asked again, farmer? Leaving aside true-false matter, Evan switched to other thing. The gathering event just now included all population here. Han Yslat also honestly helped answer question. Correct. Evan suddenly changed eyes. A clear probe appeared in those eyes. He whispered, understood. Suddenly a system notification rang out. Executing 10x summon. Dear master, don't know which new heroes will appear. Han Yslat looked up at notification, then wondered, suddenly freely summoning 10x at once. With his brain full of wrinkles, Han Yslat immediately guessed the cause. Understood, he summoned due to situation. Another notification also appeared. After that, started initiating synthesis. Dear master, drag and drop hero that you want to sacrifice for synthesis process. Heroes used for sacrifice stage will die. 10 people just summoned were staring blankly around. A decrepit old man surprised asked, where is this? A brown-haired young man uncomfortably spoke up, what now? Another dark-skinned young man confusedly spoke, what is going on? While Is was extremely furious at this crazy behavior, the little girl pulled her hair cursing loudly, oh my god, master, you are an idiot. Immediately after, without time to explain to newcomers, Is pointed in a direction then ordered, Jaman, Liko, go into synthesis room immediately. Brown-haired young man heard so repeatedly asked, who are you and how do you know my name anyway? But Is didn't have time to listen to their rambling. The little girl directly cut off the question and shouted, master told to go in, so you shut up and follow. Suddenly, Jayden from behind grabbed the neck of the brown-haired guy tightly and asked, you are Jaman, right? Because you look very much like him. Dim trembled before the tall man. He stuttered, me? Jenna witnessed everything. She panicked, cried out, impossible. Han Yslat was extremely calm, continuing, possible. Jenna, unconvinced, argued, but they were just summoned. Evan coldly requested, Jaken, bring one more person. Jaken immediately loudly asked, despite the man almost suffocating in his hand, who in here is Liko? After that, Jaken grabbed the man and Liko's collars, proceeding straight into synthesis room. Panic and fear clearly showed on their faces. Unfortunately, no one could save them right now. Han Yslat, while observing situation, while thinking, he just got fooled anyway, it's the first time loading card for this game. But Jenna by this time couldn't stand it anymore. She indignantly spoke up, this is wrong, at least must give them a chance. Han Yslat closed eyes pondering. Right now, Is committing a huge mistake. He secretly exclaimed, true that one-star bunch is useless, but among them can still be an individual with potential. Yet he sacrificed the one-star bunch just summoned without bothering to check through their abilities first. Jaken stepped out with satisfied face. He satisfied said, I feel power overflowing in body. System notification also appeared. Jaken, 3 stars leveled up. Is called next 3 other names, Evan, Sorio, Daniel. Dark-skinned young man still didn't understand what the hell was happening. He only knew to utter in confusion. What just happened? A girl just named, extremely terrified, clasped hands and begged, please, I beg you, sirs. Others also competed to run away from this place to preserve their lives. However, Jaken loudly ordered, cutting off their retreat, catch them, don't let anyone escape. His accomplices immediately took out weapons and readied for the hunt. Evan glanced at the only girl in team and sternly questioned, what are you waiting for? Are you a Wolfmane member? It is Garen silent, not replying. After thinking, finally she closed eyes tight, difficultly making a decision. It is Garen slowly pulled out the short sword behind back. Han Yslat suddenly suggested, is give master a hint, even if 1 star, not trying them first would be very
Wasteful when merging them. Is hurriedly pulled out tools and said, give me a minute. A few seconds later, a notification rang out. Tips. 1-star heroes can also have some potential. Instead of taking them all to synthesize, please at least spare a little time to examine those heroes. Han Yslat closed eyes recalling some things. I have experienced many things since coming here. Many events have occurred enough to change a person. Jaken angrily rushed in front of Han Yslat threatening. Who do you think you are daring to interfere in our business? Han Yslat calmly smiled, said, interfere? I simply gave a few pieces of advice. His face became gloomy, eyes also cold a few parts, hence smirked provoking. What? Got Blackheart hit so angry? Sure enough, Hot-tempered Jaqen got angry. He turned, swung axe in hand strongly and swore, "Motherfucker, this bastard." Suddenly, an arrow-tearing wind shot from behind. Jaqen struggled to dodge the arrow narrowly. Jenna, still aiming bow at him. She firmly said, "Just now I intentionally missed." Green veins popped all over Jaqen's face. He gritted teeth, hissing each word. "That bitch too." Evan frowned, unsatisfied, asked, "You just raised weapon against us?" Ares Gallant spoke up to intervene. "Enough, stop here." Evan, too late. Evan, annoyed, elbowed her hard and shouted, "Shut up." He pointed sword tip straight at Han Yslat, then arrogantly asked, "You know who he are?" Han Yslat crossed arms, confidently replied, very clearly. He glared at them like looking at insects. Han Yslat smirked, disdainfully continued, "Trash." Immediately 4 hostile and angry eyes stared at him. Along with that, a series of notifications appeared. Evan 3 stars shows hostile attitude to Han 1 star. Jaqen 3 stars shows hostile attitude to Han 1 star. Wait 3 stars shows hostile attitude to Han 1 star. Beanin 3 stars shows hostile attitude to Han 1 star. Han 1 star and Wolfmane have become enemies. Please monitor carefully relationship between these heroes. Ace hurriedly raised hand to stop. Stop immediately. War between heroes strictly forbidden. You want to be punished by master? Han Yslat looked at Ace and retorted, "I don't think it is forbidden." Its difficulty retorted, "True, not forbidden." But, not letting the little girl finish, Han Yslat glared at Wolfmane and questioned, "Confess, you guys aren't mercenaries at all, right?" Evan frowned, explaining, "What nonsense are you talking about? Of course we are real mercenaries. Only act when hired to work." Han Yslat immediately rejected nonsense. He surely affirmed, "You are a bunch of bandits." Seems Han Yslat's words hit his black heart. Evan menacingly threatened, the scar right on his eye making his face more twisted and unsightly. Evan said, "You are crossing the line. Want to tire that much?" Han Yslat ignored those trivial threats. He said to Iz, "Guys like this only cause hindrance. Despite high level, sometimes there will still be some evil-natured heroes summoned." Han Yslat explained further, "These guys not only disturb waiting room order but also reduce stage clearing efficiency. In other words, they are just trash needing removal." This awkwardly said, but Han Yslat confidently ordered, "Open duel system up." Notification following his words also appeared. Han 1 star challenges Evan 3 stars to a duel. Tips: duel is a way to resolve conflict between heroes. With consensus of both teams, they can bet some special terms. Looking at the arrogant finger pointing at him, Evan, confused, asked, "I never met anyone crazy like you. What did we do wrong that you have to go that far?" Han Yslat showed clear hostility on face. He frankly replied, "Because you are just trash needing removal." Han Yslat recalled their actions, then analyzed. "No one wants you here. Just now you even asked about the population of this area. That is because it would be extremely troublesome if there was someone strong enough to deal with you. That is your fear. And right after making sure no one could resist you, you immediately acted." Finally, he concluded, "With those 1 stars newly summoned also isn't enough for you to fill stomach. I'm right, ain't I?" Even Sadi laughed, responding, "Oh ho, so you mean you're ready to be sacrificed?" Jenna, bewildered, spoke up asking, "What happened?" Han Yslat gently replied, "Nothing complicated. I win, I absorb him. He wins, he absorbs me." Hearing these words, Evan smirked triumphantly. System rank notification, Evan 3 star accepted.
Duel. Hero wager condition of each side is synthesis. Consensus. Isan held sword firmly. He smiled smugly and said, "Let's play." Han Yslat confidently pointed at opponent and ordered, "Let's start the match." System notifications simultaneously rang out. Evan 3 stars accepted duel. Keyword hero wager is synthesis. Do you agree? Yes. Selection area no turned red, indicating master doesn't want this match to happen. Han Yslat saw this and silently evaluated. Waiter is just a coward, huh? He ordered, "Jenna, take those people into the mansion." Jenna worriedly asked, "Are you okay alone?" Another notification appeared. Han 1 star expresses his confidence. Indeed, now Han Yslat is extremely confident. He while cracking knuckles to warm up while replying with another question, "You think I will lose?" Jenna smiling continued, "Also true." Match notification board once again appeared. Evan 3 stars accepted duel. Keyword hero wager is synthesis. Do you agree? Is no. This time the selection area switched to red. Master agreed to let this duel happen. Immediately after, another notification appeared. Duel between Han 1 star and Evan 3 stars starts now. Han Yslat set rules for both sides. Match will end when one of two surrenders. Do you agree? Evan refreshed. Agreed, as you wish. He extremely confidently declared, "I won't kill you. Anyway, I still need a fresh sacrifice." Han Yslat requested, Ace, hide us. Don't let those guys interfere in this duel." Ace worriedly asked, "Will you be okay?" Suddenly, Evan held sword rushing fast in front of Han Yslat and cursed,
Stupid fool, started already and you haven't drawn sword yet? Han Yslat still stood there. He was busy thinking, if only looking at stats, then confronting this guy is not a good idea. Looking at Evan every second, every minute approaching him, Han Yslat still leisurely analyzed. His strength is at level 2, strength stat about to hit 20, and his newbie swordsmanship also upgraded to stage 3. Suddenly, eyes widened, pupils shrank due to extreme surprise. Han Yslat's train of thought also suddenly changed direction. However, a few other notifications appeared. Han 1-star entered frenzy state. Han Yslat 1-star level 9, experience 1170, occupation civilian, strength 28 over 23 plus 5, intelligence 1 over 11 minus 10, stamina 26 over 21 plus 5, agility 26 over 21 plus 5, skill proficiency, sword and shield newbie level 5, pain resistance level calm, level 3, frenzy level 1. Han Yslat's whole body suddenly transformed, killing intent radiating fiercely. Now he looked like a powerful and warlike beast. Han Yslat laughed, thinking, don't be arrogant because of a tiny difference in level like that. Evan decisively swung sword but was surprised when only slashing into void, not knowing when Han Yslat appeared behind him with eyes flashing dangerous light. Han Yslat grabbed tight the hand-holding sword of Evan. After that, he pounced on his head unexpectedly, making Evan unable to react. Han Yslat took advantage, smashing the guy's heat-tasting dirt, making stone pavement shatter. Crushed Evan, extremely shocked, eyes full of bloodshot, Han Yslat slowly pulled the sword tucked behind back. He, while spinning sword playing while leisurely, said, "This thing is quite perfect to use with guys not knowing their place." Saying so, Han Yslat stabbed sword hard into shoulder and raised voice teaching, "If you still move stupidly like that, then die immediately." Evan painfully screamed, Han Yslat lowered head close, put near ear, smiling a mysterious smile and requested, saying, "Surrender." Blood from nose, from mouth, Evan gushed out. He terrifiedly low voice said, "I surrender." But Evan hadn't finished speaking. Han Yslat used foot to rotate sword and stabbed harder into his body. He ordered, "Speak clearly, I can't hear." Evan shouted hoarse voice, Seeing that situation, Wade because worried for captain, so loudly said, "Stop, we lost, let go." Han Yslat turned asking back, "Let him go? Did you ever think of letting go when you were full of desire to devour them?" Wade angrily retorted, "That has nothing to do with it." Han Yslat looked at him with red eyes full of killing intent. He gritted his voice saying, "If I say it's related, then it's related." Evan was extremely struggling before that overwhelming power. He, while
Panting while listening to Han Yslat lecture, "There's a duel, we both agreed. What do you interfere for?" Stopping or not is decision of participant. Match will stop if loser accepts he lost. Hearing to hear, even just intended to speak surrender. But cunning Han Yslat immediately gagged his muzzle, not letting him utter last word. He calmly continued, "But if he says nothing, then it won't stop." After that, Han Yslat frowned, full of killing intent, declared, "This guy is now my prey. Don't worry about his life or that. Go take a nap." Even now extremely struggling, his face squeezed tight by Han Yslat's strong hand, he had no way back. The demon-faced Benin reached hand, grabbing hilts of 2 swords behind back and loudly threatened, "Crazy guy, you think after doing so you will live well? Do you know who we are?" Han Yslat posed another question. "Didn't you say you are a wolf-made mercenary squad?" "It is. Are you sure they are wolf-made mercenary squad?" Being called by Han Yslat, Galen helplessly replied, "That was their name in the past, but now they're just the..." The more she spoke, the more her voice evaded. Hearing to hear, Han Yslat also guessed the part behind. His smile said, "Short in the part after, now you're just a bunch of hooligan bandits, right?" Han Yslat suddenly changed direction of conversation. With the way those people walked around and treated everyone like that, then Han Yslat moved eyes, looking at Galen and pressed, "Why are you still hovering around them?" Galen, worried and panic justified, "I just follow what my father requested." Han Yslat cut her off. "Think carefully." He started speaking seducing. "You intend to play with trash like them, or do you want to join our side?" Every eye poured towards Galen, waiting for answer. Galen, a bit confused, spoke up, Jacob immediately fiercely shouted, "This bitch, how dare you show butt to enemy, huh? You want to die that much?" Wise Han Yslat dog barking echoed again. These mediocre guys howled too much. Indeed, Han Yslat poked the dog. They ferociously swore, "Bastard!" While all attention focused on verbal battle of Han Yslat and Wolfmane team, Avon tried reaching hand to sword lying on ground. Voice and Jacob still resounded, "Iris, you know how traitors in the end will be, right?" Avon's trembling hand closer and closer to sword. Thought there would be a spectacular turnover, but Otter set foe. Han Yslat soon realized Avon's plot. He stabbed sword through his hand and smirked, saying a provocative sentence, "Last day of trash will be like this." Avon painfully cried out, "Crunch!"
Han Yslat again tried hard seducing, inviting Galen into our team. I need one more person and situation now is quite convenient for you. Jake also extremely firmly stopped. You know the price to pay for betrayal, Iris. Sound calling her name kept ringing continuously. Iris, each sentence, each word urging her to make choice. Galen's legs trembled non-stop. She closed eyes carefully thinking. A while later, seemingly determined, Galen opened eyes wide. A fierce determination showed clearly in her eyes. Seeing Galen step by step advancing towards him, Han Yslat smiled satisfied, said, "Right, everyone needs to follow right person. You following me is correct." Notification also following situation appeared. Iris 3 stars left Wolfmane Mercenary Squad. Wolfmane Mercenary Squad disbanded. Han Yslat arrogantly said, "I have no reason to see you guys anymore. Get lost." 3 dogs gradually reached the limit of endurance. Bannon gloomily said, "Bastard." Even being pinned underground suddenly difficultly said, "Oh, I surrender." Not giving him chance to speak full sentence, Han Yslat cut across. "Are you sure you will be fine after surrendering? I swear somehow you will be swallowed alive by me." Despite being in a precarious situation, Avon still kept face and a sky-high ego threatening. You'll regret meshing with me, huh? Who would bear enemy causing oneself ever? Must stop immediately before he speaks further. Han Yslat arrogantly ordered, "You are start being annoying, quickly surrender." By this time, 3 dogs really went crazy. All 3 shouted in unison, "Bastard!" Then holding weapons rushed to Han Yslat's place. Iris immediately stood out blocking. Duel not ended, you cannot interfere. 3 guys now had no mind to think carefully. They were blinded by anger, losing reason, just rushed up without thinking anything.
Jakin loudly ordered, "Move aside." Rat Benin also gruffly shouted, "Bitch, if you get involved, I kill too." Seems provocation plan of Han Yslat succeeded. He disdainfully thought, "Okay, 2 stupid bastards." Han Yslat looked at all 3 idiots like looking at dead people. He slowly uttered final farewell, "Goodbye." Because Wolfmane team came later, so surely they haven't witnessed true power of eyes. Bet that if they knew before, even given gold, they wouldn't dare crow in front of eyes like that. Because now the little girl really got angry. Eyes glared at the bunch below, then Smirk said, "You don't have second chance." Finished words, heads and bodies of 3 guys had to part ways. No opportunity to heal like before, they died not in time to yawn. Heads flying in midair, blood splashing everywhere, but eyes didn't get a drop of blood. The little girl, full of killing intent, stood still in midair, looking like Asura descending. Now no one dared look down on Eyes just because of her small stature. Eyes' deep voice said, "I told you guys not to interfere." System notification quickly appeared. Jakin 3 stars returned to Embrace of Goddess. Fighting spirit of him will be remembered forever. Way 3 stars returned to Embrace of Goddess. Fighting spirit of him will be remembered forever. Sudden death, cause of death, suicide due to stress. Handling everything finished, Eyes excitedly boasted to Han Yslat, "Loki, what do you think? Was I cool this now? How did I do? Okay, right?" Han Yslat satisfied praised, "You did very well." Evan, after witnessing whole event, he shocked to speechless. No other way, Evan desperately spoke, "I surrender." Hearing that, Han Yslat immediately dispelled all transformations on body. Right when his hair returned as before, system notifications simultaneously rang out. Han 1 star dispelled frenzy state. Han Yslat suddenly felt a bit dizzy. He silently thought, "Headache. Could this be side effect of frenzy? I think I should limit using it unless in real survival battle." Duel ended. System rang notification. Han 1 star defeated Evan 3 stars in duel. Evan will be synthesized. Just this moment, Eyes worriedly notified. Master keeps clicking on screen. Indeed, Master keeps continuously clicking hand on screen. Seems like very urgent. Han Yslat knew well what Master was thinking. He looked at the guy collapsing in his hand and said straight to Eyes, he wants to cancel synthesis, but then he shouldn't have agreed to this duel from start. Seems like he doesn't even know existence of duel system. True newbie player, money loading card don't have plus playing game stupid. But already bet then must do. System's electronic sound rang out. Han 1 star leveled up. Skill proficiency sword and shield newbie and pain resistance strengthened. Stepping out from Synthesis room, Han Yslat indifferently wondered, feeling not bad, right? Conversely, Ice was extremely confused and overthinking. What to do now? Will Master quit game? When 3-star goods just summoned in premium pack, they haven't been selected properly yet and I let them sell salt. Surely Master thinks bitter. Now remaining all 1-star goods. Han Yslat didn't care much. If quit game, he would have done so when early game Ice synthesized lost a B-star hero. Another notification appeared. Hero reached maximum level limit. If you want to level up hero, you need to upgrade your own rank. While walking away, Han Yslat mocked. Really sad.
Judging from the way you summoned free 10 times to save money, now it just loaded first time, got few 3 stars, then died. Truly, you are too unlucky, master. Passing by bodies of Wolfmane, Han Yslat thought again, but if people like them still appeared, then waiting room wouldn't be able to operate normally. You will have to thank me later. This bunch only got strength but no brain. After that, Han Yslat started calculating his own survival path. Currently, I am at level 10 and I have the ability to increase stars through synthesis. I am MVP in almost every battle. If he is stupid enough to trouble me in this case, then climbing tower will be impossible to do. Thinking, Han Yslat raised head, looking up high sky, where invisible eyes of Master observing this world and asked, "Hey Water, what do you plan to do?" With a face impossible to be more provocative and a challenging smirk, Han Yslat seemed to want to send a declaration of war.
To his master, if you want to deal with me, then you must do decisively. Checking remaining character cards. Now, 4 out of 5 character cards of Wolfmane team turned grey, indicating they died. Wolfmane mercenary squad wiped out by synthesis suit. Kaisiu, Jaqen, Adis, Galen, SI Wei, CUI win. A normal day at territory, Han Yslat walked out of house, like every day. Just stepping out, he saw everyone standing in front of his house, crowded, very many admiring eyes directed towards him. Dick saw him, immediately cheered very excitedly. "Boss, really wonderful." Han Yslat looked for Jenna. Just seeing her, he immediately pinched her cheek very hard. Voice uncomfortable blamed. "What the hell is this? Jenna, you did these things. I told, don't say unnecessary things, right?" Jenna screamed. "Ouch, ouch, ouch, ouch." Her mouth stretched so, spoke unclear words. "I just told truth. Stop it." Han Yslat snorted coldly. Fans immediately chirped, competing to express, "Huh? Mr. Han, we heard. Thank you. About you guys holding swords just now, threatening to kill us." A person excitedly interrupted. "Correct. Those guys were truly bad guys." Han Yslat sighed. His voice uncomfortable said, "Seems you guys misunderstood something." Listeners immediately objected. "We know everything." A person stepped up, eyes glittering, said to him, "We are not that shameless and we still want to thank you because you saved our lives. From now on, we will also." Han Yslat coolly cut off his words. "I only save newcomers. This has nothing to do with you guys." Han Yslat ruthlessly said. He leaned back on wall. The man, confused, asked back, What do you mean?" Han Yslat directed cold eyes at him, smiled. "Master is very angry." Just finished sentence, Master immediately notified with angry voice, "Lewis, Gelfrey, Owen, Andio, Anod, and even Duncan too. These 6 people go out in front of me immediately." Everyone heard, finished, became extremely confused and worried. That man spoke loud around to reassure everyone, "Stay calm, it's okay, just like usual. We will go hunt goblins." Han Yslat smiled scornfully in heart. This guy reads situation fast, that's why he changed attitude so quickly. Jenna extremely wondered, asking if following normal formation arrangement, Master only calls 5 people, but just now he calls 6 people at once. Don't know for what. In her heart also rose a worry. Han Yslat silent, not replying. A while later, he said with calm voice, "What else?" To synthesize, Han Yslat uttered these 4 words. Atmosphere surrounding heavy as lead. Fear in everyone's heart soared. Facial features on listeners opened wide. Max, that fat guy, dissatisfied, stepped up, asked, What do you mean? But we did our best." Han Yslat didn't explain. He called Aaron, Dick. "According to you guys, did they work that hard?" Hearing Han Yslat ask, faces of 2 boys froze. Han Yslat asked further, "When you guys sweated blood all day at training ground, what were those guys doing?" Han Yslat turned, asking other person, "Jenna, did they ever help you hunt animals?" Jenna rubbed chin, hummed, "I think they also helped me carry meat and skin I hunted back." Han Yslat laughed mockingly. "Even cattle can carry things. Seems you guys only have value as cattle, right?" A bald guy, hearing that, angrily squeezed up, shouted in Han Yslat's face, "You mean cattle?" Han Yslat decisively kicked his throat. "Stop whining." Gak. That guy fell to ground. Aggressively flew to bald guy, shouted, "I said go out to town square immediately. Don't you hear anything? I overlooked once, not for you to mess with me." Fat guy came to Ace begging, "Please help us. Master will listen to your opinion." People behind lost calm. Some held head, crying loud. Some looked at Ace as life-saving straw. Jenna saw them panicked, very pitiful, so worriedly asked Han Yslat, "Master will synthesize them for whom?" Han Yslat guessed, surely Edis, because she was just summoned, so still at low level, so that will be good choice. Those people stubbornly resisted. "I won't go anywhere." I said, "I won't go. One more chance, if you give me one more chance." Info card shattered. System notified like birch. Synthesis successful. LIS 1 star dissolving into light. GELF 1 star
dissolving into light. Owen 1 star dissolving into light.
and the 1 star dissolving into light. Anod 1 star dissolving into light. Duncan 1 star dissolving into light. Card of Sen changed color. Eris 3 stars leveled up. Learned skill disarm. Sen stepped out, whole body carrying light. Hans Yslat warned remaining people, whoever you were before coming here is not important. Hans Yslat's cold eyes scanned once. His voice 3 parts cold, 7 parts angry said, "Don't think others will carry you. Also don't expect someone to protect you. If you want to live, then prove your value." Remaining people stood there dead in tracks, spines cold, in hearts thinking of dark future. A big-nosed guy tried holding his trembling arm. He stuttered, said, "I don't have any talent in fighting. Just holding sword, my hand shakes like this. What should I do now? You want me to die?" Hans Yslat looked at skilled workers in territory. He instructed Chloe, Enor, Vanter Black, if anyone suits you, then teach them trade. Vanter, face a bit annoyed, said, "Profession is not something learnt in 1 or 2 days." However, he softened voice. Hans Yslat confidently said, "If they have enough will, they will learn themselves. If those guys want to beat you, just tell me, I will beat them to pulp." He protected Vanter. Hans Yslat said to lazy people, "If you want to learn hunting and processing meat, then learn from Jenna. Learn woodworking, then go to Enoch. There are many ways to survive, just that you guys don't do anything properly." Master watched everything Hans Yslat said to them. When system appeared, selection Master confirms, ending synthesis. Master chose IS, giving everyone a chance. So goodbye, Master. Notification line closed. Jenna went to, praising Hans Yslat. "You are really polite." Hans Yslat, confused, asked back, "Me? You are really funny." Jenna explained, "You taught them how to survive." Hans Yslat pondered, "She's not wrong. If they follow what I said, they won't die stupidly again." Just now was due to Vanter getting angry openly, but not today, then tomorrow they will also be eliminated. Floor 10 is gradually approaching us. At that time, second team will start becoming important. Instead of a sub-team only having looks, he will want a team strong enough to match first team more. Next morning, the territory became quieter than ever. Chloe just finished making a batch of bread. Hans Yslat visited. She happily welcomed guest. "Hello, Mr. Han." Hans Yslat curiously asked, "What is this?" "It's bread." This woman told me that she used to be a baker. A middle-aged woman walked over holding a basket of bread. Hans Yslat picked up the loaf of bread, taking a bite. He just woke up in morning. Groggily said, "I don't remember we have flour available in warehouse." Chloe proudly told, "She made them by grinding potatoes into flour." Hans Yslat said perfunctorily, "That's great. The more dishes we have, the lower stress level in waiting room will be. Surely must have flour in daily dungeon. Smiro, Highlands, you two can tell those guys to go in there themselves and find." Bakery door opened again. Hans Yslat stepped out, mouth still chewing bread, said to Sen, "Edis, go to training ground with me." Hans Yslat led Sen to where Jenna was practicing archery. Hans Yslat called to Jenna, "Spar with Edis helping me. Remember using dagger." Jenna heard so frost-turning head, asked Hans Yslat awkwardly, "But weapon I use is bow." Hello," Jenna grumpily said. "Stop grumbling." Moment later, Jenna two hands danced cue knives like a fan dance. Jenna rushed to attack Sen like a beast hunting prey. Sen tried closing in to attack Jenna but always missed. Even Jenna caused lot of difficulty for her. Sen, seen Jenna only practicing knife recently, could solo dominate her, so extremely surprised exclaimed, "Why can a child be so strong?" Jenna approached, said to Sen, "I am not a child, looking knows I'm grown up." She slashed 2 blades, forming an X shape on Sen's belly. Sen panicked but managed to dodge. Sen decided not to stay cowardly. She actively rushed to attack Jenna to reverse situation. Jenna, seeing her changed, inhaled deeply and said, "All right, come on." And ring 2
Played back forth non-stop, looking from above. Couldn't see their shadows because skills of 2 were too fast. After fighting very long time, Sen started panting. She now sat sprawled on ground. Jenna pointed knife tip at her face. Jenna won. Sen, terrified, asked Jenna about her and Hans Yslat. "Were you two mercenaries or were in some famous martial arts clan?" Jenna replied extremely calmly, "Not at all. I am just a normal daughter of a normal hunter. At beginning, we also weren't this strong. We definitely were much weaker than you. We only got stronger when starting training here." Sen, hurt finished face showed 2 words disbelief clearly. Hans Yslat explained, "If those stupid guys didn't learn bad things but diligently increase their strength, I would have been in trouble. Edis, currently you may be weaker than us. However, you have superior skills and leveling speed faster than us once does. Just need you to level up. You surely will catch up to us one day, not far." Sen still used doubtful eyes looking at Hans Yslat. Aaron, heard so unreconciled, shouted,
Chicken herding all. I trained broken whole body but couldn't catch up. Han Sejin ignored. He continued encouraging Sejin. Anyway, you can be stronger depending on your diligence level. Don't be lazy in training, no matter who you were before. Han Sejin warned first. Sen stood up wiping sweat, heart rising huge motivation. She confidently said, I will remember this. Han Sejin watched Aaron training with other young men in training ground very satisfied. Everyone seems aware of situation, they practiced harder. True though, no one can help them. Here, if not valuable, will be eliminated. However, those truly surviving won't be many. Even support jobs like carpenter, blacksmith, they also don't do well, will soon be merged. Han Sejin while looking at a young man. He trained, looking very enthusiastic, not like training because forced into corner. Han Sejin approached. That guy coolly called him. Boy, turned back, surprised asked, You called me? Han Sejin asked, What's your name? He honestly answered, My name is Roderick. I was just transferred here in latest summon. What you said to everyone yesterday, I heard. Han Sejin looked him over once. Body shape still chubby, not lost weight, fit shape. Han Sejin said, You look okay. Before coming here, what did you do? Roderick replied, I was a porter in a mercenary group. I carried luggage, stood guard or set up camp. Han Sejin calmly asked, Doing those things but you look knowing how to fight. Roderick slightly stiff replied, Because they wanted to become a mercenary. Han Sejin smiled a smile because seeing this guy quite interesting. Han Sejin pointed wooden sword at Roderick and said, Then hold sword up to see if you can become mercenary. Roderick momentarily stunned, then excitedly replied, Okay. That evening, newbie challenge time began. Master doesn't care if I need helpers or not. Aaron volunteered to join but rejected. 2 people died and added 2 people synthesized, Roderick synthesized and reached level 3. Others went to weekly dungeon as usual. Mine can get fire attribute stones still closed and entering at dawn that day. Jana called up early, grumbling said, Why dawn? So sleepy. Besides her, LQ, Sen, Roderick, Aaron, Dika also called to training ground when sun not risen. Han Sejin mysteriously put hand to mouth. Shh. Anyone know? Reason I called everyone here. Young men heard finished, each person one emotion. Jana rubbed chin, seriously thinking answer. Roderick worried, avoided Han Sejin's eyes. Aaron faced dark due to fear, Sen silently closed eyes, don't know thinking or taking a map. Only Dika looked at Han Sejin probing. He quietly raised arms, slowly asked, To choose members. Everyone heard finished simultaneously looked at him surprised. Jana seeing Han Sejin nodding, Jana panicked, asked, Isn't Master the one choosing team? Han Sejin replied, I can suggest few things. Han Sejin extremely confident and hard about this matter. Even Master cannot refuse. He took out a jar with chopsticks. He spoke up and now everyone tensely looked at his hand. Han Sejin mysteriously said, We will draw lots. Han Sejin clarified rule. We will choose team, you are drawing lots. There are 6 people, so we'll divide into 2 teams of 3. Seeing everyone tense, silent, especially young Deka, Han Sejin assured, Relax, I
Won't throw anyone away. Han Sejin said, 2 people will be captains. I am one, Eddie says 2. Sen, surprised, widened eyes asked back, Me? Sen apprehensively asked, What about Jenna? Han Sejin bluntly replied, Jenna not allowed. Jenna heard so dissatisfied went to hitting Han Sejin. What about me? I am also good. Sen voiced worry in heart. But why have to split into 2 teams? If one team dies, 2 strong people in one team, then what? Won't we lack people? Han Sejin calmly replied, Master will solve that. He answered floor 5 as an example. Strength of members too disparate and whole team encountered danger due to Jed and Hansen unable to keep up. No need to split into many teams if can clear whole floor with just one team, but after that need many people to do mission. In special missions, maybe we'll need up to 1200 people and will be very troublesome if not nurturing enough members in team. Plus, need a reserve team if main team destroyed. Han Sejin secretly happy in heart. Before I chose randomly but now have summoning rule. Hope what I learned. Han Sejin set rule. Red goes with me, blue goes with Eris. No need happy or sad. With me or Eris same. He put class down, shook 1 round hard and ordered draw. 1 second pass, side sublimated, side quiet. Jana cheered looking at red-headed paper in hand. Red here, blue, I am very sad. Aaron came next, said, I also got red. Han Sejin said, so no need checking remaining cards. 2 people, Daika and Roderick holding blue cards, not a smile, silently looked at each other. Sen, seeing so heartbroken looking at faces of guys, seems like I'm not very reliable, huh? Daika heard so woke up. He hurriedly explained, not like that just. Sen cut off sadly said, I know. She smiled sad smile admitting I came here not long, I also don't have much combat experience. She opened eyes looking at Han Sejin full harshness thinking in heart.
Speaking objectively, strength gap too big but also cannot do differently. Han Yslat standing with Jenna and Aaron while warning while transmitting motivation said to Sen, "Edith, you'll be left behind if cannot catch up." Charisma aside, full confidence. Sen also firmly replied, "Of course, yesterday I saw them being synthesized. Don't worry, we won't lose." Charisma her team looking full determination. System notification for Master. Hero is proposing a fixed team. Tip. Sometimes heroes will make proposals. Masters will choose whether to listen to those proposals or not. Please choose carefully. A heavy rain fell at basement. Snub-nosed pig-like goblins with craving faces stood under rain. This is floor 7. Mission type, suppress target. Eliminate enemies. Goblin level 813 count. 3-person team, Han, Jenna and Aaron stood in middle of goblin siege. Aaron happily cheered. Lucky seems quite easy. Han Yslat took sword from back, told 2 lackeys, "Just stand here, watch, I will kill them all myself." Aggressive goblins rushed to attack Han Yslat. He still calmly stood in middle, inhaled deep breath. Han entered state frenzy, wiping out goblins. Goblins swept into vortex, body split too, not knowing when. Blade of Han Yslat like meat grinder. Soon he defeated most goblins. Only one last one left. It held weapon, trembling, looking at Han Yslat. He didn't kill it. Sheath sword. Jenna volunteered. "I finish it, okay." Han Yslat silent, not replying. In heart, he's suspecting high probability this mission is chain mission, so cannot complete immediately. He told 2 lackeys, "Leave it there. Only one left, so it can't do anything. Start searching." Walking in basement this time, Han Yslat rose a bad feeling. First, strange thing is, it's raining. Second, there's a river. And third, here used to have a dam, huh? Han Yslat admired big rock in middle of a big river flowing fast. After collecting attribute stones, Han Yslat's team also had bit result. Complete Aaron leveled up MPV Han. Han Yslat saw system. Summarize the results done. See me Han, huh? Today so done right? I go shower. Han Yslat coldly replied, "Do whatever." He asked remaining person, "Aaron, what will you do?" Aaron replied, "I will go to training ground." Han Yslat reminded, "Don't overdo, you will ruin your body." Suddenly something hit Han Yslat's eyes. He said with worried voice, "Aaron, don't go." Aaron bewildered asked back, "Huh?" System sent a suggestion. You selected newbie power pack. Pack includes 5,000 gems and 10,000 gold costing only $70. Han Yslat rose a strange feeling. This is third time water used money. System still continued saying, "If you want something then pay." Mobius respects your decision. Han Yslat face serious, ordered, "Jenna, bring drawing paper in my room, put on table. Aaron, take it here." Aaron saw him calm, becoming tense, then slowly nodded. "Yeah." System continued notifying. "Money amount will be charged to your phone account next month. Do you want to continue?" The other person chose yes. Payment complete. Item sent to you. Please check. Han Yslat looked at big door changing color. He was sure new person coming. System gave suggestion. Master starts limited summon. You selected limited summon 2x will use 1000 gems. Do you want to summon? Han Yslat chose yes. Han Yslat suddenly smiled, then calmly thought in heart, "I knew he would choose like that. Although some people never spend money to win, but no one pays just to win once." When just starting playing Pick Me Gub, players often attracted by observing artificial intelligences, granting autonomy rights to heroes. Process watching reaction of heroes when passing stages or synthesis rooms are all quite interesting for new game. Enjoyment when observing heroes, enjoyment when supporting them past stages by giving orders and instructions, considering tactics and strategies, PvP mode, different players competing, the more climbing high and upgrading waiting room, volume of content appearing will be more. Behavior of heroes also gradually changes. Playing with life like that must be very interesting. Just then, system suddenly appeared and notified, "Master, premium summon about to start. I look forward to which hero will be summoned." Rare, Master Water just successfully summoned Ivanka, 3 stars. Rare, Master Water just successfully summoned Roderick, 3 stars. Just stepping out of summoning gate, Silverman grumpily questioned, "Who are you?" Orange-haired girl timidly glanced around then asked, "This is," but she hadn't finished sentence. Accidentally stepped on her dress, then fell to ground right in front of Han Yslat's group. Jara just walked over, seeing so, immediately spoke asking, "I carry a lot. Who is this? What is she doing down there? Injured somewhere?" He calmly explained instead, "No need to mind, she can stand up herself if wanting. What outfit is this?" "Not injured but embarrassed." Eris Gallant softly said, "She's a noble." He surprised asked back, "Noble?" She quickly explained, "You know, with experience as mercenary, I think she's a noble lady. Don't know why she came here. Too embarrassed, so can't stand up." On a beautiful day like today, Roderick understood part of the core concept of master, summon and synthesis. However, he didn't have any knowledge about level high skill. He's guardian of a big city. Except for saying he always feels a sense of responsibility, he doesn't have any characteristic personality. Roderick low voice asked,
I always feel I have obligation to do something, like being hypnotized. Do I need to stay here to fight nameless enemies? Han Yslat immediately replied, yes, I will explain specifically after drawing lots. Erid and I both need to recruit more manpower. If you draw blue lot, Roderick will follow you. If red lot, then will be Ivanka. After that, he, while observing both, while secretly calculating in heart, a veteran or a noble lady, whose better choice is also too clear, then hurriedly proposed, Jenna, bring me the lots. She hurriedly ran over, then replied, yes, come in right here. Han Yslat slightly glanced inside cup holding lots and secretly guessed in heart, if lot on right is red, then left will be blue. Seeing her suddenly smile, making him unavoidably startled, secretly thinking in heart, damn it, seems Erid also saw it. Right when Jenna put lot cup down and said, here, choose, then Han Yslat also immediately lunged forward, then reached hand out and secretly thought in heart, lot on left is answer I need. Right at crucial moment, Ivanka suddenly glanced over, making him unavoidably secretly surprised in heart. Fire magic? After that, quickly caught the lot. Who expected right this moment? Iris Gallon also quick-handed together with him, snatching it. He seeing so immediately spoke, asking, why don't you let go? You also saw, right? She smirked, replied.
Rain go? Of course I saw. He didn't continue but hurriedly looked towards Ivanka, then somewhat doubtfully asked, you are magician? System quickly appeared and introduced Ivanka Rival Stracher 3 stars LV1 EXP 0/10 Occupation Magician Strength 7/7 Intelligence 31/31 Vitality 8/8 Agility 7/7 Skill Intermediate Fire Magic just upgraded holding Fireball on hand. She high voice said, this is brief introduction about me. Iris Gallon smirked, seducing, said, be good person for once, magician fits my team much more, don't you want that, Guardian? Jenna on side admiringly exclaimed, wow, magician is real? Han Yslat smiled, fadedly retorted, pity I never was good person, fire magic combines very well with archer. Ivanka put hand on chin, secretly considering an heart in Pick Me Up. Warriors and rogues can be upgraded to 1 star to proper nurturing. But magician is completely different. They are individuals. Only can possess through paid summon. Rate summoning magician is extremely low. After that, sweating, gritting teeth asked, hey, what are you two doing? Not funny at all. I am not specimen for you to appraise. Jenna suddenly realized something, so immediately angrily questioned. Noticing no the lot you two peeked, right? Cheaters! She quickly took back lots, then while shuffling backward said, drawing lots must rely on luck. Ivanka, uncomfortable, asked, what are you guys doing? Han Yslat immediately replied, very simple, we are deciding which team you will join. She uncomfortable asked further, so whose team will I join? He didn't answer but criticized, said, compared to man beside, then you grasp situation bit slow. She annoyed questioned, draft situation is what the hell, I was just dragged to completely strange place. Roderick hurriedly spoke, reminding, think carefully a bit, you think what they're trying to do to us. Seeing her silent and not judging anymore, so he spoke asking, understood yet? She hurriedly put hand covering mouth, then gritting teeth exclaimed, not cool at all, being treated like a toy. He calmly continued, I agree. After a while shuffling lots, Jenna immediately clearly spoke, okay, this time no cheating, let luck decide fairly. Han Yslat low voice exclaimed, luck whereas fairness. She hurriedly reminded, don't talk back. He slightly glanced at Iris Gallon, then instructed, okay, no matter result, don't resent. She smiled fairedly, replied, of course. Saying finished, he immediately drew lot first, after that to her turn. Don't know final result how, but both people didn't have any happy or angry expression. While showing off head, lot and hang, he smiling smugly said, decided so, want to complain anymore? Seeing she had no more opinion, he immediately spoke, declaring, Ivanka, you will join my team. System hearing so quickly showed notification board. Hardstar requested add Ivanka 3 stars to team 1. You accept? Ivanka 3 stars successfully joined team 1. Roderick 3 stars successfully joined team 2. Right this moment, Jenna noticed black-haired young man being dragged by as he suddenly loudly demanded, leave me alone. She hurriedly urged, come here quickly. He unreconciled shouted questioning, Mr. Han, did you say would let us live if worked hard too much? His annoyed shouted, shut up and come here quickly. You magician, just join, step over here quickly. Han Yslat seeing so spoke, he cannot learn any support skill. Ivanka, go there quickly if you don't want to fail and become disgusting things like them.
Few minutes later, system suddenly appeared and notified synthesis successful. Ayaz 1 star and Janine 1 star was synthesized. Evangal 3 stars leveled up. Just leveled up, she hadn't had time to say anything. He spoke threatening first. You also will be like that if falling behind. No way to avoid risk of synthesis. If you want to live, only way, more and more effort. While pulling purple head, young man is annoyed, shouted, "Come here, idiot!" Roderick seeing so exclaimed, really fierce. Han Yslat hurriedly reminded, "Your turn." Suddenly someone shouted loud, "Save me!" He again said, "They are your synthesis materials."